Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Fucking OBS.
Hey,
He's
Bruce is trying
fixing
to
the
fix
mic.
his mic
Okay.
because
Set it to default.
he's a huge chump and didn't have this mic last time he ran this show. So he just admitted that he's a wiener and
He's
is trying to
spending those
fix.
donation
He's a
dollars.
wiener.
He's
Give him just a
embezzling the
moment.
donation dollars as we speak.
No,
I'm
no,
joking.
no.
Definitely not doing that.
I didn't mean
Definitely not
these
doing that. It goes
donation
literally
dollars. I
straight
meant
to him. He can't even touch it.
the subscription dollars he's spending as promised on the stream.
The hard back pedal from Donnie. No, 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 no.
Sabotage over here. Sabotage. Don't listen to the sabotage.
For the record, Bruce is one of the most honest people I've ever met and would never think about it a day in their life. All the money is aptly donated to where it says it's supposed to go. I
Sometimes
feel
he's
bad
too
for the
honest.
joke.
I keep
Hi,
things from
Bruce.
him because I know he's just going to tell everybody.
What? What do you mean?
Bruce can't keep a secret.
That's not true in the slightest. Anyway, guys, thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry that my cats like to hurt me emotionally, physically, and spiritually at times. We're here playing Call of Cthulhu. Let me change the game because I can do that.
I'm going to pull up the rule book, but I know I don't really need to because there aren't really that many rules.
No, it's roll a D100. Did you do it? Great. I know this isn't even the real Call of Cthulhu. It's the wrong one.
Hold up.
It's like the video game Call of Cthulhu. There's not like a board game set. I guess I can just do.
What do you mean?
It's been a hot second, so.
There's like, because
bear
if you look
with
at
me.
Call of Cthulhu, like the
Oh,
game,
I see on Twitch.
game, it's the video game. It's not the tabletop version of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, I get that. I've seen that all the time. I'm like, this is. I'm pretty sure more people play the tabletop game than the computer game.
Yeah, probably. It was a really good game. Don't get me wrong. It was fantastic. It was. Also, I totally forgot to do the giveaway, but we will do that at the end of the stream or at the end of this game show. Or maybe we'll take a little bit of a longer break and do the giveaway then. But I apologize for the shenanigans that is happening. We've been live for 15 hours, so it is what it is. Yes, we have. Me and Matt have. So we.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thanks. Anyway, we are playing Call of Cthulhu in the 1920s. It is a good time to be alive. You guys are in the small town of Arkham, Massachusetts. That is big spooky, Donnie.
Figure I should turn off the light.
Yeah,
People
probably.
are trying to sleep in this house.
Wait,
Also,
you're not in the garage?
Want me to move to the garage?
No, it takes too long. But it's the 1920s. You guys all come from different walks of life, different places throughout the United States, but you have found yourself here in Arkham, Massachusetts, due to a letter that you received at your abode roughly about a month ago to meet here on this date. It is April 15th, 1920. As a reminder for those of you at home, the prohibition is currently going on, so the land of speakeasies is here. Alcohol is extremely frowned upon. Don't drink, kids. It's bad for you. At least for 2 years. As you guys receive this letter, it tells you go to a library here in Arkham. It is a public library. But it requests you to meet here at 10 p.m. So after hours. Do you guys all arrive on time, or how would you guys like to arrive at this? It's a rather large library, by the way. but yeah, it is a very large, multiple stories tall. But you guys are on the outskirts of it. It is a large brick building.
I'm gonna arrive 15 minutes early.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be browsing around the romance section.
Okay. Go ahead and browse around. What is the rest of everyone else doing?
I would arrive just on time, but in a frenzy. Like I've just got away from something else.
Bernard and Clark, how about yourselves?
Who's Bernard? Oh,
Oh, wait, that's me.
yeah, I'd be there probably about maybe 10, 15 minutes early. Sticking towards the front or the main section, just kind of off the sides. Newspaper out. Occasionally looking up around, see if does it say if who we were looking for or who called us or just to come to this place?
Just to show up at this location, and it was signed by a Jonathan D. Chatterthy.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Right at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna mosey my way up to the front.
Is this AM or PM? 10 o'clock.
PM after hours.
Okay. Okay.
PM after hours. Oh, okay.
It's still it is still open for you guys to like walk around. There's not a whole lot of people in the entire library at this point, but it is weirdly still open.
Yeah,
Any note of where to meet within the library?
Just said meet inside of the library.
I'm gonna roll in like getting out of the taxi at 10 o'clock.
Okay. As you get out of the taxi, Clark, you see a individual. Gregor, if you want to go ahead and describe what you look like as you're hurriedly running up the steps of the library.
I'm a slim gentleman, maybe middle age. I'm 42. I'm a little bit scruffy. I've got like not a beard, and it's blondish hair, but short, stubbly, and I've got my I don't know what they call that. My collar of a priest around my neck. I didn't do any research on what a priest is, but I've got a otherwise all black coat, sweater vest, sweater underneath it, black pants. But it's not very clean, maybe a little bit linty, but I'm just rolling in. I've got my suitcase or travel bag, whatever you call it, backpack, whatever they had back in those days. And I'm trying to get in on time because I know I'm supposed to be here. Something seemed important.
For the record, it's priest collar, clerical collar, clergy collar.
Collar, okay.
It's just
all
a
three
collar.
of them.
It depends on which where you are in the world. If
They're
it's like
all very interchangeable. If you're trying to be real informal about it, it's a dog collar. Like I've heard several priests refer to it as that.
I also laughed that I wasn't the only one who instantly started looking it up because I was like, what is that called?
Yeah, because I've just heard the dog collar and I'm like, that seems like I could get in trouble.
Yes.
But
Seems derogatory.
yeah, but like several priests I know growing up all called it that.
If you want to post, I got a picture. I'll put in the chat if you want to post it. It's up to you.
Yep. You can go ahead and post it right in the chat if you want.
It's on my character sheet, but
Sick. Inside, as you guys, Gregory, you rush up the stairs, and Clark, you mosey in shortly after. Bernard and Amy Lee Bell, if you guys would like to go ahead and sort of describe what your character looks like as you guys are sort of waiting around the front. Bernard, maybe you're a little bit more difficult to see as you are behind a newspaper sort of looking around.
Yeah, so you wouldn't see too much, but behind the newspaper, you do see again, kind of like a mid to late 40s gentleman. You can't see their hair because it's got one of those, reporter hats on. It's got like a little sash, and both stuff. They're wearing an ill-fitting suit. And they see people rushing the door. They start to fold it up, stand up, and start headed your guys' way.
And Amy Lee, if you want to go ahead and describe what your character looks like as well.
So Amy is fair-skinned with some short black hair, and she will be wearing a dress, as all women do, in the 20s.
True.
And I'm going to upload a picture for us here. Maybe.
And last but not least, Clark, if you want to go ahead and describe what you look like as well.
All right. So I'm going to post this in the thing so we can all see. But I am about 6'4", between like 6'4" and 6'6", very tall. Very incredibly muscular. Wearing what can only be described as like work clothes. Just kind of grunged up, well-worn shirt, kind of like rougher pants, like I don't know, just I can't think of fabrics at the moment. I'm sorry, it's late.
Chartreuse.
No, that's a color. But big handkerchief up like around their neck to keep dust out of their face, that kind of stuff. Cowboy hat, as Clark is in fact a cowboy, very obviously based on looking at him. And just kind of walking on in. Skin, they are Caucasian, but they look like they've spent just a little bit too much time outside, almost like perpetual sunburn that they've just kind of become desensitized to. Some people might call it melanoma.
Sir, you look diseased.
But aside from the picture that I posted, he does have a very well maintained mustache.
Beautiful. All right. As you guys walk up, almost as you guys are sort of like eyeing each other and walking up, you almost don't even see the individual walk out of the main book area. Very, very short, roughly maybe like 4 feet, maybe 4.5 feet tall. Rush up. Hello. Did you guys are here from the letter, correct?
Yeah. You must be
yes,
Jonathan, I presume.
Yes, yes, I am Jonathan D. Chatterthy. You may see my name around here from time to time. But there's a little bit of a situation, and I would be really hopeful that you guys would possibly look into it for me. There's this letter that I'm looking for. Very, very, very old, but very, very important. Yes, very, very important.
I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I usually call to medical emergencies. A letter, I don't know how I could help.
But you see, the letter is full of very, well, maybe not dangerous things, but there's danger involved. The danger involved. That's for sure. So I think a man of the clergy would be very, very helpful for keeping people safe, keeping people sane. Sanity, sane.
Oh well, if you think men need me, then it's in the Lord's power to put me here.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes.
You feeling okay there, Jonathan? You seem a little jittery.
I do. Y- yes, and the entire time you guys do see Jonathan is very energized, almost like hand like can't keep still. Hands are like continue like fidgeting with each other, constantly looking around, almost like he's looking over his shoulder majority of the time while talking. Not something's not quite all there, with Jonathan. Yes, just because I had too much coffee today.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
That's what I said today, not tonight. I had some maybe in 10 o'clock an hour ago. Yes, 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 yes.
All right, checks out.
Can I roll psychology? Is that that's kind of rolling down from Starfinders? Should I prompt you to roll, or will you prompt us?
Either one. You could absolutely work that way if you would like to.
How's
Check my
he
sources on
feeling?
it. Yep, coffee was drank.
Well, 69, which is a pass on psychology
Just a
for
regular
me.
success.
Yeah,
Okay.
got 75 on my skill.
Yeah, so it's just a regular success. It's not a hard or extreme success.
Okay.
But he definitely seems extremely jittery. Maybe you spent time in psych wards during the war. This person is definitely suffering from some sort of extreme paranoia, maybe even some PTSD. The amount that they're looking over the shoulder, almost looking like they're trying to keep themselves awake. They're afraid of falling asleep, maybe from nightmares or something. He is definitely extremely strung out. It could be on coffee, but definitely something is not all there with Jonathan.
Laudanum.
Sure.
The devil's lettuce.
Exactly.
Devil's lettuce.
Or cocaine.
Okay.
Here,
Because
Jonathan,
it's
why
the
don't you-
20s. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say because it's the 20s, definitely medically prescribed meth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jonathan, why don't you take a seat and snort some of this cocaine to calm you down?
I just crushed up some Adderall for you.
Make sure you
Give
snort.
this guy Adderall. Yes, please.
Hey man, if he's got ADHD, it's actually gonna level him pretty nicely.
That's if he has it. I feel like right here is the epitome of medical attention in 1920s. Yeah, this checks out.
I read a book about it once. Yeah.
If
Cool.
if he's not already sitting down, I will pull up a chair and be like, "Please, why don't you sit down and tell us more calmly? I can't quite follow."
Mm-mm. And as he sort of sits down, he sits, but he's rocking slightly back and forth. You don't think he realizes he's rocking, but his hands still almost look like they're doing this motion, sort of just spinning back and forth together, and just sort of keep rocking. Yes, a letter. I had a dream about this letter. It was blowing through the wind. Blowing through the wind. There was trees, lots of trees, tents, lots of tents. Not this. Tie this down. Put this. And he begins to mutter himself a little bit, and then and there's people that were in danger, kids, adults, people. It seems so vivid to be an actual just a dream. It seemed real. It seemed like I was there, but I couldn't help. I don't.
It's okay. It's okay.
And he sort of like hops up and like stands up and just like moves over, like starts standing up and still taking his hands and sort of just rubbing them into each other. And you guys go ahead and roll a, I guess, spot hidden.
All of us?
Yep, everyone.
It has to be lower than our score.
Correct.
Less than or equal to, right?
Yes, less than or equal to for it to success. If it's half or equal to half or less, then it's a hard success. If it's 1/5 or less, it is a extreme success.
Success. Normal success.
Okay.
I don't get it. I got a 65.
Nice. Okay.
I missed by 2 points.
So only one success. Bernard, you notice that the thing he's like from this like rotation of his fingers that are going into each other, you notice that the tips of his fingers are heavily like scarred. And you can sort of see like the nails are digging into the skin, but they aren't like cutting just because of how scarred the fingertips are. You assume that this guy has probably been doing this for quite some time, either over years and years or something. But yes, exactly, just nonstop, just grinding his fingernails into the tips of his fingers. Yes, the trees, the ancient trees, they seem so far away, but so close. Vermont? Green Mountain National Forest? No. Arkham. But yes, this letter. My foundation and I will give you each $75 for returning this letter.
All right. I was a little bit skeptical, but then when you said $75, I'm back in.
Down.
I don't know if I'm on board. You want us to go find a letter that you've seen in a dream, and that's all we have to go on?
Trees? Camps? No.
Again, all in your dreams. There's nothing else.
Well, in my dreams, and more people's dreams, many people's dreams, all the same dream had by 5 people, each point in a way. The old one is near.
Are there others that have had this dream nearby? Maybe we can corroborate your dream, and not to discredit your personal experience, but I know the Lord works in mysterious ways. Maybe we can have other stories.
Yes, there's a professor down at the university. He's had one. But other than that, everyone else is scattered through the Midwest and California.
So you guys all had the same dream?
Yes. Over months. A span of a very long time. He suggested to find you.
Who was this professor we're talking about?
Professor. And you see him like pull out a small notepad and begins to flip through. I'm assuming you're a reporter, Bernard.
Yep.
You notice that it's similar to a reporter's notebook, and as you're sort of flipping through, it has just a lot of like almost chicken scratch and like random etchings and drawings in it. Nothing you can sort of see that makes one way of sense or another. But you can definitely tell he spends quite a bit of time as he's going through and going further and further and further down this list. It's Professor Charles Leiter of the Miskatonic University.
In this, it's pretty. What is this accent?
It's pretty late there, pal.
It's pretty late.
It's pretty late in the day to go see this professor. Is he this Charles guy expecting us, or we gotta pop in tomorrow morning? What are we doing here?
This is where I live. I live here. I mean, the university's not too far, but he might be awake. He should be awake. but maybe not. He usually is awake at this time. We like to talk around this time.
Usually about this time of day, I go back to my apartment, but I guess I've got the free time to swing by, ride my bike. How far away is this place? The Mesopotamic
Um,
University?
yeah, it's on a bike, probably about 2 hours. It's on the other side of Arkham from where you guys are. Okay, perfect. So do you guys have any other questions before the clock strikes 11?
What happens at 11?
Yeah, you seem real jittery there. What's going on?
The clock strikes at 11 is what happens at 11.
If you need help, come visit me at my church next Sunday.
I just may do that. I have many questions about this letter. And he sort of like begins to like walk towards the front door of the library, sort of still walking, keep like his sort of hunched over now. And it's just like hands sort of again digging into each other.
I.
What did he do with that notebook?
He put it back into his pocket.
Outer pocket?
Yes, back left pocket to be exact.
I can't. I'm not built for it.
I mean, I'm not either. I am playing the opposite of a character I normally play, where I am just big and meat.
Yeah.
I do rodeo for a living. For
I'm pretty average there, bub.
All right. Now, listen here, Jonathan. You know me. You called me all the way here from the great state of Michigan. And if there's one thing you should know about the reporters there at the Michigan Daily Press, it's that we are the best of the biz. We can dig into things that no one has ever seen before. There may be some things in that notebook you may have missed. And then I would just like to try to talk about everything I can as fast as I can. Just be like, there's stuff in between the lines that, you might not see. You may need a fresh set of eyes, yada, yada. And I'm going to try to convince them to just let me see it and peruse that a bit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Are you trying to roll fast talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that fast talk.
I couldn't remember what all fast talk entailed, but I'm like, I think that's like a persuasion type deal for this game. Oh, wait, that'd be persuade. What's fast? Fast talk's like bullshitting, right?
Wait,
I think
that's true.
Bullshit. What's your bullshit score?
Yeah.
Yo, I got a 75 in bullshit, brother.
Yeah, it'd be a success. Not a great one, but a success.
Success nonetheless. Okay. Let me roll something here. He sort of looks over and he hands it to you. As you go ahead and just search through this thing from cover to cover, most of it is just like extremely hard, like scratches in a notebook. Just like looks like there's stuff like written in it and then scratched over heavily, to like not like erase, but to cover anything that he was looking through. You do see something about the Miskatonic University and Professor Charles Leacher. But above it, circled a bunch, is the word danger. and then followed by two other names. Let me pull up the thing here real quick. John Wheatcroft, Amelia Court, and a picture of a roach. And they all have question marks by like the literally has their name or the picture of the bug, and a bunch of like the rest of the page is just question marks.
And as I'm just like flipping through the pages, I'll say, "You said these dreams started about a month ago. That correct? Or a few months? Multiple months?"
Multiple months. It's 4 or 5 months since we all had the dream. I had the dream a month ago at the most recent.
Always the same one?
Yes, same one. Letter flowing through the wind. Campsite.
All right. Well, then I'll go ahead and close the notebook, hand it back to him, and I'll say, "Well, looks like we got to go speak with that professor then."
And I mean, I'm just curious because a couple people I know from a point in my life that I'd rather not go back to, we all came home. Something wasn't right with us. Have you seen anything recently? Anything happened to you that might? Because, like, I mean, I have nightmares just like anybody else would, but these.
You ever have the same nightmare as 5 other people at the same time? That's some weird stuff.
I believe it. But, like, I'm going to get a little bit closer and a little bit quieter with him. Just like, I don't tell many people this, but, like, back when I was over there, like over there, I had 2 or 3 lights that I would see that nobody else would. Followed me for days. And I still think about them. They show up pretty regularly in my dreams. So, like, you seen anything like that?
3 lights.
3.
3 lights. 3 lights. Follow me in a dream. Follow me in real life. A 4th light. Likes to write. Right in the light.
All right. Good talk. I'm just going to kind of walk away. I'm going to, like, kind of look at the other 3 and just, like, I don't.
I'll give a nod and head outside.
He goes ahead and looks over. Good luck! And he sort of like walks out and heads down the stairs and takes a left.
I will also head outside, and when we get outside of the building, I'm going to light up a cigarette.
Okay.
I'm going to take a drag off of it and then offer it over to Bernard. Just like,
Bernard will pull out a pipe, start packing. I'll join you in a second.
okay. Just didn't want to be rude.
I appreciate it.
That guy's nuts.
Yeah, it's nice knowing you, but I don't think this is a real job. I think we've got a bad lead.
I mean, done a lot of shitty things in my life, but $75 is $75.
You
Should
think
at least go to university.
this kook's really got the money?
Kind of banking on it. Ain't been winning much, so money's a little tight.
I'll probably be moseying on out of the library at this point, and as I walk past everyone else by the entrance, I'll just be going to my bicycle that's on the bike rack there and look up to them. Well, I don't know about this fella, but guess what's it to hurt to knock on a few doors?
Ain't nothing like a good waste of time for $75, eh, Father?
It's not really about the money. Got nothing else to do. Maybe read a few books.
Saving souls and digging holes too lame for you?
Business slow right now.
Everyone
And
roll a
I
spot
will also,
hidden.
oh yeah, yeah. I will also offer a cigarette to the other two.
Sorry, we want to roll lower than our
Correct.
score, right?
Lower
Yep.
than your score.
Then
It's gonna get used. I need to get used to that.
Yep. Lower is weirdly better in this game. Unless it's for sanity rolls. Then you want to roll higher.
Oh,
Well, I mean, like, so once you want to still low roller for your sanity, but if you fail your sanity check, you have to roll a knowledge check afterwards to like, hey, this is actually not real. Like, just get rid of it. Otherwise, if you succeed on the knowledge check, you're like, oh wait, this is real, and I just experienced this. So it's like trying to keep ignorance as bliss for as long as you can. It's a weird situation. We'll get to it eventually, I'm sure.
I need to channel my my Charles.
Yes.
I just got a hard success on that.
Okay.
nice. Normal success.
I got hard success.
Okay.
Right.
Normal
What are the
success.
levels?
So it's
I got less than half.
less than half is just a hard success. If you got less than a fifth, it's an extreme success.
Okay, that'd be the last one I ask.
You're good. Again, like half of us haven't played the system, and
It's been a minute.
I've never played this system.
Ian's
so.
never played the system. I don't know if Liv's played it for a hot second, but other than that,
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're learning. We're having fun. Why not?
I'm hard.
Success.
Success at spot hidden.
Okay. All of you guys do see, as you guys see him walk, or Jonathan walking away. Behind him, you see 3 lights. They're street lamps, but you see 3 lights, and the one on the opposite side of where you guys are standing is flickering on and off a little bit. It doesn't look like it's nefarious in any sort of way. It just looks like it's a busted street lamp. But you see a person just sort of writing in a book, like in a journal, not a journal, but like a reporter journal.
Like, so we see Jonathan walking away, those lights, and then somebody else is on the street writing.
Yep. They sort of like look up at Jonathan and start writing.
That look weird to y'all?
I need a list of skills. Does that exist somewhere?
Don't we all?
Sweet skills.
I need all of the skills.
I just need a list of them.
So, I mean, that's real weird over there. But for this whole thing, I can understand you pointing at Bernard, and I can understand you, Father. I don't have much going on in the way of like book learning. This is all I got, kind of like motion into my body. And ma'am, I'm nothing against you. I just know nothing about you. Are you teacher, lawyer? Like,
You know, I do all sorts of things. I'm very acrobatic. I don't
okay.
even know what I do in my free time.
No, that's fair. No, I ain't trying to ask you too many personal questions. That's very rude of me. But what I'm trying to get at is we got 2 gentlemen here that are more so equipped for investigating and helping somebody with the old mental faculties, where I'm better suited for picking up, I don't know, a bag of concrete, slinging it around, and you're better suited for whatever it is that you do in your free time.
I am here.
Yes. And again, no disrespect meant by that in any way, shape, or form. I'm just very confused.
Everyone, please roll a listen check.
Success.
I don't hear it. I rolled a 90.
Ugh.
I rolled a 54. And
Tall. What
Oh,
if my
that's-
listen is a... Okay, no, because that's 20%. Because my listen's a 20, but I rolled a 10.
So it's a hard success.
Yes.
When you put it that way.
Right. When you, as you can sort of, all of you can sort of hear Jonathan ramble. But as he's sort of walking away down the street, Amy, you hear him yell, or sort of like rambling, 3 lights, 4 lights, and the right the light. 3 lights, 4 lights, light to right. As he's sort of walking down, says it like 3 or 4 times, and then he looks over his shoulder, and then continues walking and turns the corner, no longer in view.
Which corner did he turn?
It's like down the street. It's just like it goes like down to a block and then take a left.
I feel like I
Hello.
just screwed that guy up.
We'll fill everyone in. And I want to approach this this person.
As you get closer to approaching this person, you look both ways, obviously, before crossing the street, and cross the street in a jaywalking fashion.
Of course.
As you get closer, the light, is flickering the whole time. But as the light, it's been flickering this entire time as you guys have been standing, sort of talking and smoking your different sorts of tobacco, having this conversation. But as you get closer, you see writing. He looks over to you, closes a book, and as when the light flashes, he's gone. All of you guys sort of see the light flash, and the person that Amy was walking towards is gone.
I'm gonna turn around.
Is there a logic check of some sort that we could roll?
I would like for all of you guys to roll a sanity check for me real quick.
No.
No, I said
Game just
logic.
started. I'm assuming we're trying to roll
Underneath your sanities.
Under the sanity score.
Our current sanity score.
Correct. Current sanity score.
Ow.
Success.
33.
Fail.
Success.
What is your sanity score?
60.
Jeez.
You throw those dice away. They're too good.
I also failed.
Oh my god.
I mean, it makes sense, Amy failing, but
Both
I
of
rolled
you guys.
75.
Oh, Lord.
Oh lord. Okay.
I rolled
both
59. My sanity's 66.
If you guys
Close.
succeeded, you guys do not lose any sanity. You guys are perplexed, but you do not lose sanity. If you guys failed, you guys reduce your sanity by 4 points.
I remember this game now.
Can't afford
It's all
that.
coming to me.
This is all becoming horrible. I remember this. Matt, you remember there's a giant purple worm.
Yeah, multiple.
The scarabs.
The scarabs, exactly, in Egypt.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? But as you guys sort of like, your brain sort of can't wrap your head around what just happened. The only thing you guys hear in your head, sort of, it's obviously not any other person's voice, but your own. It just says, 3 light, 4 light, the light that writes. 3 lights, 4 light, the light that writes. And you guys realize, walking from where he turned, the 4th light that was flickering, 3 lights, 4 lights, 3 lights, 4th light, the light that writes. The 4th light was flickering, and there's a person writing on it. After you told your story to him, Clark, he told you a story back. 3 lights, 4 lights, the light that writes. as something he's seen weird.
Oh. I get it now. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look back at everybody else and go, that guy's not crazy.
Intelligence is 50.
I mean, my intelligence is 55, but I just put it all together because Bruce told me what was going on.
Wait, Ian's intelligence is 55 or Clark's intelligence?
Oh, wow. Clark's intelligence is 55, and they're just as educated as they are smart, okay?
Yep.
Wait, you almost finished
We
high
all-
school, right?
Almost finished high school.
Listen here, son. Crazy is as crazy does, and what
No.
may seem crazy to others is logical to some.
See, I told him about an event that happened to me back in the war. And then he told me 3 lights, 4 lights, the light that writes.
It sounds like he completely understood what you told him.
Nope. See, because that, and I'm going to point down the street and be like, 1, 2, 3. The 4th one's the one that's flickering. That's where that guy that we all saw was.
The light that writes.
That's the light that writes, but then the guy disappeared.
What do you mean he disappeared? I mean,
he was
he
there. He's
must
not
have
there
turned.
anymore. The guy was standing there writing, and no, I don't like that. I don't like that. People don't just disappear.
You're right.
You're
And how
right.
does that make you feel?
Oof.
This is Gaslight the TTRPG.
You're not wrong.
Gaslighting Simulator 2021.
I'm
Sus.
not a psychologist.
You just heard it on a couple books through a couple books you read. Just to ask. And how does that make you feel?
Oh man.
So maybe this isn't a load of crack like I originally thought. Could be something to this.
Did anybody figure out what the letter that we're supposed to be trying to find actually entails?
It's only in a dream.
Oh, cool.
To
Excellent.
the dude at the university. The university. University.
The universally accepted university.
Wow.
I
The-
never attended one, okay? I can't.
the
I'm an
school
acrobat
that
for a
is-
reason.
The school that's paid by the universally paid for taxes, so it's free education in this timeline. Got it.
You shut your mouth right there, boy.
I wasn't
One of them
smart
red
enough.
comics.
Jeez.
Four.
Before we even had to worry about those, let's calm down.
All right, rein it in.
Yeah, have fun while you can before you guys go insane. I mean,
Yeah.
What?
We're already there.
Already. I lost 4.
3 light, 4 light.
All right.
Light the rights.
Well, I was going to pay this university a visit regardless. You know, my day's over. Figured, what the hell?
Priests allowed to swear?
I
He
didn't.
crossed himself.
Hell is not
I crossed myself. I'll confess later. That's how it works, right?
That ain't the most priestly thing I've ever heard.
right.
What the heck?
Hell's a place. It's not a swear word. It's in the Bible.
Sure, bud.
All right.
Alright. Is everyone tagging along in the university? Or is it just us two?
You hate to
Yeah.
see it.
There seems to be a scoop here in this one, so you best bet your ass you're counting me in.
You guys taking the bus or did you walk here?
I was gonna call a
Golly.
cab.
Yeah, I caught a cab. You want to split a cab?
I'll split a cab.
All
Guess I
right.
could leave my bike here.
Um,
Would be the first time.
By the way, because we've just been standing here talking to each other about weird things that happened. I'm Clark.
right.
Right.
We kind of just
I
jumped right into it.
forgot we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, Bernard Callum, Detroit Free Press. Nice to meet all of y'all.
Excellent. Like I said, Clark, I do the rodeo circuit. So,
Amy,
Nice.
acrobat,
Yeah.
free time enthusiast.
Nice to meet you, Clark, Bernard, Amy. I'm Father Gregory over at the St. Mary's Francis Orphanage.
Choice.
no one would ever know that you aren't Catholic.
I believe it.
The Mary's St. Francis Sacred Heart
Sacred
Hospital
Heart,
/
Hospital.
orphanage.
Boom.
St. Mary's Franciscan Saint Health Orphanage.
Yep.
IU.
At IU.
Immaculate Conception Church, please.
Yes. Wait. You guys go ahead. Hail some cabs. Does anyone have a spending level that is less than $8?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Perfect. You guys don't have to worry about the price of the cab. The fantastic thing about this system, by the way, guys, you have a spending limit based off your credit rating. If it's underneath that, you don't have to actually worry about paying it. It's just assumed you have the funds to pay it. It's delicious.
That is really nice. I
It's
actually really like that.
so
Fire.
good. You guys go ahead and arrive at the university. It is roughly about 12:30 at night. You guys did spend some time talking outside, figuring out about this invisible person, and it's a 2-hour cab ride.
2-hour cab ride. Thought it was a 2-hour bike ride.
It is 2-hour bike ride. Sorry, it's been
14 hours.
I'm not trying to fight.
No,
you.
you're
I'm
right.
just
No,
making
you're
sure
right.
I have
As
my numbers
absolutely,
Trying to
absolutely
get our
correct.
story straight.
Thought the
Excuse me, I looked it up
dude
on
was
Google
just
Maps.
crazy, so
Google Maps. Arkham isn't even a real place. What do you mean you looked it up?
Hold
Google
on.
Maps?
It's
My
north of
Uber-
Boston. What do you mean?
I mean, yes, but
When I called my Uber, I put in the destination, and we took a weird route.
right, it's still 2
Yeah, we
hours.
did.
No,
That
it
will
was
be
it was
pretty
roughly
bad.
about a 30-minute ride to Arkham.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Now, as we get there pulling up, I just want to say, now, did you guys notice that gentleman's fingers? A little scarred.
What? I don't remember the dude's name. We're supposed to be like, seeing.
Professor,
Uma does
something?
it?
Professor Charles Later is who we're seeing. I was talking about Jonathan there. He's
Oh.
a little chugga, you know what I mean? Scratching
No,
himself
I
up.
mean, he definitely seemed inflicted with some sort of maybe an addiction or common around here. He needs help, but I
don't
didn't
know.
notice his fingertips.
Yeah, something seems to be eating at him, and a gentleman who's got his name all over libraries seems like he'd be above those drugs, all those bad ones.
you'd be surprised. Like when they grab you, they grab you.
The devil reaches for the weakest among us.
Father, what's that saying about idle hands?
Idle hands keep a busy boy clean.
You know, I've heard that one. Yes.
Say about altar boys at the Catholic Church.
Whoa!
Run.
I don't know nothing about no altar boys.
Wow. The kids, by the way.
Yeah, chat. We're doing a 24-hour charity stream for
For the
children.
kids. Keep your hands idle. Give them your money.
We're at a goal of $500. We have smashed that goal and moving to $750. If
All I
someone
said
could
was-
type the "for the kids" command, I'd appreciate it. And their link will follow shortly for your donation if you would like to support the children.
As I was saying, idle hands keep a busy boy clean. I think that's what I said.
Right.
That's true.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I was going with idle hands.
Oh, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Oh god.
I didn't go to church.
Wait, Donnie or the father?
Yeah, he works at an orphanage.
Yeah. Holy
I'm
crap.
not even actually a priest. I'm more of a reverend.
Anything church related for this character, I'm completely like spitball.
That's why it's funny.
That's why it's even better. I
Yeah,
just
you
love
can
it.
find that passage in Second Dionysus.
Dionysus even.
Doesn't the orphanage make it worse though?
Well,
The orphanage has a church connected to it. That's where I'm a father of.
Got it. Got it.
church
got it.
adjacent.
We'll get there if it comes up, all right?
If you open your books to First
Oh.
Hella,
I'm about to Google the Bible.
Donnie becomes
wanna
a
play this
Christian. Donnie
wanna play
becomes
this
a
game?
Christian because of Call of Cthulhu. He has to do his character research, guys. Hold on.
he's really method.
Right.
Catholic Bible pages.
Nice.
Anyway, what were you
Um,
saying?
Yeah, but we're here looking for Professor Charles Leader. I guess he's up at this time of hour since they normally talk. But also, I guess if y'all see anything about a Jan Weathercroft, Amelia Court, or anything about roaches, I guess they may be dangerous. That guy's journal was a piece of crap. I'm telling you.
I don't see how roaches are dangerous. They're gross. I hate it when they
Ew,
fly at
I don't
me.
want to think about them.
Like when they get those weird little spindly wings that like. I hate that.
They go crawling all over you. You flip on a light, and then everywhere.
Gross. No.
Yeah, I don't care for them myself. You have to say
Yep.
cleanliness is next to.
Idle hands.
Godliness. Get it. We got there.
All right, I'm done with the meme. I'm done with the meme. That was a joke.
That was a meme.
I knew the saying on that one.
Yeah, I got that one. You guys go ahead and arrive at the university. You guys go through the metal gate that reads Miskatonic University. But you do see most of the dormitory lights are off. Most of the actual school building lights are off. There is a particular building. You guys do see a light turn off.
Are there street lights or sidewalk lights?
There are sidewalk lights that light up the sidewalk on the campus itself. There were probably one every like 30 or 40 feet.
Any signs that point to? I guess we don't even know. Do we know what this professor is a professor of?
Professors.
Yeah, but-
Professor Insanity.
Miskatonic University.
I wrote down Mesopotamic.
that's not it.
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamic
Close.
University. And I was like, what the hell?
I'll take that as a no. We know nothing about this professor.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know where to begin.
We
Well-
only gotta wait 60 years to be able to call him on his cell phone.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Used to call him on his cell phone.
Perhaps there's a student union with a directory.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know which building he works at.
Is this a common, maybe perhaps an old university here?
It is a older, if not one of the oldest universities in Massachusetts.
Perhaps I can roll history?
Sure.
It's a success on history
History.
to know perhaps the building layout or like the student union?
Yeah, so there are 2 separate dorms, one for males, one for females. They are across campus from each other, but there is most of the like the sciences and the maths classes are more or less put together, with each professor being available for office hours inside of that building. There is an administration building, but there is also theater, and each class or each sort of major has its own building sort of layout. But if they can group them together, they will, if they're close enough.
Well, if I recall correctly, I believe the administration building is that way. Perhaps there might be someone there that could help us.
I mean, that's
Well,
as
it's
good a
midnight
start as any.
30, so
Or the dorms are that way. I know those youngins like to drink the hooch, if you know what I mean.
I may be interested. Actually, hold up. You're not cops, right?
Legally, I'd have to tell you.
Yeah, I know, and you're a reporter, so I trust you on that one. Father, you're not a cop. Amy, you're not a cop.
I swear,
not a cop.
Well,
by the strength given to me.
Do I look like I'd be a cop to you?
I'm just making sure. All right. Does anybody want to go get a drink?
Also, real
I
quick,
know the
guys,
perfect place.
I was going to go through a homebrew thing I made, but we're going because it was also not completed because life got in the way. So we're gonna go to a scenario. It's actually September. It's not April. September. Heads up.
It just got real cold.
I mean, it's still cold. It was April in Massachusetts. It's probably actually realistically probably about the same temperature.
Yeah, but the cold feels different.
I thought the Little
Because
Dipper
instead
was
of
over
coming
there.
out of winter, we're
The
going
Little
into
Dipper was
winter,
over
so
there.
it
Get
feels
out of
colder.
here.
Yeah, I say head towards the administration buildings. Probably our best bet. Maybe keep an eye out for some lights.
3 light, 4 light.
I just meant like room lights. See if people are awake.
Are you okay there, Miss Amy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
You see something?
3 light, 4 light.
The 4th light is the light that writes.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you writing? I'm not writing. Am I writing? No.
No, that was the Vanishing Gentleman.
Why am I writing?
Stop me, please.
I'm not doing this. Idle hands keep the busy boy clean.
All right, that's where we're gonna take our break for.
I need that.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
I need that on a Call of Cthulhu t-shirt now.
All right, we'll get that for
Yes,
you.
Thanks.
please.
I'll send it to the presses.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, good.
I posted the updated dates. It is September 22nd, 1920.
That's the day after my birthday.
Whoa. Happy birthday, Father.
100 years ago.
Oh.
That was years ago.
You guys go ahead and head over to the administration building. You go ahead and try to... All the lights are out. But you... do not see anyone around.
I mean, wouldn't like the only person awake right now be like a mad scientist or something?
I think that's who we're looking for
Yeah.
based on our guy.
Is there like a lab or something in this place? Isn't that what's in universally these things?
Do I recall a lab anywhere in this place?
Yeah, I mean the science building had multiple different labs that they used for, like dissections and stuff like that.
It's like it's 1920, so I think they just discovered electricity down that way.
Don't think that's science, but okay.
Well, I'm a man of the Lord. I don't keep up with the rest of you.
I figured you were Catholic, not Amish, Father.
So the administration building, you said it's just empty and dark.
I mean, it's just there's no one inside. There's still like obviously desk and stuff, but it seems like no one is currently inside of the administration building.
Do I see any easy to swipe notepads?
I mean, you're not inside the building. You could look through. You could roll a spot hidden for me.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, I was just gonna try the door.
Whip, 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 whip. Like
Yep.
old-timey alarm system.
Just barely fail by 2 fucking points.
You don't see any sort of notepads. You go ahead and try the door though. The door is unlocked.
Cool, I'm gonna go inside.
After you, ma'am.
I want to find a notepad and a pen.
Easy enough to do.
Is this okay?
I don't have one, okay? You guys are all writing stuff down, so I feel like I should have one too.
I don't.
There is like a cup. There is a almost like a what's the word I'm looking for?
A
Directory.
pen cup?
I
A
mean,
receptionist
yes, the receptionist desk. Thank you. And on the back wall, you guys do see there is a second room, that does say on the nameplate, Bryce Fallon, Dean of Administration.
We're at the
I'm gonna
administration's
steal one of
building
these
right now?
pens.
Yes, you guys are in the administration building currently.
Do I see a notepad on?
On the you absolutely just
Just steal it.
thanks. It's all pencils though, no pens, all pencils.
What? Okay, that's fine.
I have a pen in my bag.
I'm gonna. Are his
If you need
drawers
it.
open in the desk?
They are all locked.
We're just rummaging through the dean's desk now.
The dean's office is the office for the dean of administration is locked. But
Okay.
the reception area, you guys pull on the drawers. The drawers are all locked. But the desk itself is very well put away, very clean. There's just multiple like notebooks, and a pencil. Mostly just
Ma'am.
to-do lists.
Ma'am, it seems like they might be closed. Perhaps we should all just return in the morning?
That honestly doesn't sound too bad.
Our work to do anyway.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't-
I
I
thought
don't
you
know.
guys wanted answers. Do you not? We got to figure out where this guy's at.
Oh, well, this was on the way to my apartment. I was just swinging by to see what I can learn.
So, all right. Yeah, swing back by in the morning. Say 9 o'clock.
Or
Or
wanna go get that drink?
Yes, please.
there might be a university worship center that we can, there might be a groundsman if you wanted to continue investigating. It's I don't want to spend any of y'all's time.
Well, I mean, we are potentially getting paid for this, so does kind of leave us in a spot.
And there's the dorm rooms.
I mean, I was gonna see if I could find Professor Leader's name on any of these rooms. Maybe get an idea of where they may be.
See, y'all kind of got me in a spot because it's one of those things where it's like, do I do my job? Do I go get a drink with a pretty girl? I don't know.
I mean, it is illegal. You should know. Maybe is it?
Yeah,
it's
it absolutely is.
100%.
I just assumed you meant like a soda water.
Yeah,
That's what I
absolutely.
meant, a soda water.
Absolutely. Just a tonic there, Father. That's all I'm looking for.
I'm not one to mix business with pleasure, but I mean, you do you. Free country.
Damn right it is.
America.
In the admin center, is there a church or worship center on the directory or any sort of thing like that?
No, but on the directory in the science building, there is listed. Sorry, I'm looking up here. Bump 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 bump. Where is this? Underneath the physician, Dr. John Wheatcroft. You will see a. Where is it?
The name doesn't ring a bell to me so far.
It should. It was just mentioned.
That was like 30 minutes ago.
There's a couple memes.
I've got like 4 names written down. That's like about my capacity.
Charles Leader is also there.
Still in the science physician.
So let's go to the science building, yeah?
Let's see here. Yes, it is indeed in the. No, sorry. Specialist in colonial history. In the same department is a Harland Roach.
This department is colonial history
Correct.
or just history or something.
History, but they both like it's history, but you see it's like specialization is colonial.
For both Roach and Leader.
Correct.
Bernard, I don't know if you've looked through this directory, but this might be interesting to you.
What? Sorry, I was reading something else.
Leader and Roach, they're both listed here. Colonial history.
Colonial history. What would a now? What would a colonial historian be doing up at this late an hour every single day? And Jonathan.
Well,
Then Bernard will start looking over the other names. Probably notice John Watercraft. Well, that's Johnny in the science building. And then he'll start looking for Amelia Court.
Amelia Court. You search up and down. You do not see a Amelia Court.
All right. Well, yep. Charles, you got it right there. Charles Ritter, that's her man. Roach, I believe this was a dangerous one.
now how dangerous could a college professor be?
Well, dangerous maybe to the mental health of our patron. Not like God patron, but patron person who's paying us to do the job.
Yes. Well, he's no danger to us. Let's see if his light's on.
3 light, 4 light?
3 light, 4 light.
Damn, I see 3 lights.
The light that writes.
The light that writes.
The light that writes. on the right
Idle
of the
hands keep the
portal.
busy boy clean. That's all I know anymore.
As you guys
show your idle hands to the Lord.
to the Lord, get me out of here. As you guys get to the history building, you guys realize that this is the room or the building where you guys did see the light turn off before you guys walked into the administration building. And it's been, as you guys were sort of rummaging around as well as looking through some of the directory, it did take roughly about 15 minutes inside of the administration building. But you guys get to the door to the history building, and it is locked.
Well, I guess we'll just have to check again tomorrow.
I have a bobby pin in my hair.
Okay.
I'll take it out and try and pick the lock because I wanna.
You want to learn the things.
I wanna look around.
What is that under?
A hand, maybe?
Sleight of hand.
That would no, I believe.
Lockpick is its own thing.
Oh, locksmith.
Yep,
Oh.
open locksmith, scouting kids, keys, or other tools. A locksmith skill.
Oof! I think I might have just changed my mind, but we'll try anyway.
Just roll a 1. You got
You
it.
guys gotta roll 1. What'd you roll?
1.
100.
What are the odds of that?
1 in 100.
1.
Um,
Let me try that.
you guys see her take the bobby pin out of her hair?
Success.
The door sort of pops open a little bit.
It's witchcraft. Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's awesome.
I think
you
that
do
might
that?
have been locked
I'm
for a
gonna put
reason.
it back in my hair.
I think that might have been locked for a reason.
Well, not locked now. I'm just gonna walk in.
Oh,
All right, are you guys trying to be?
Lord grant me strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No, I want to take a look around. Did anyone just see us pop that bad boy open?
Go ahead and roll a spot hidden to see if
But
if anyone sort of.
guards. Pass success.
No, I think I just failed. Hold on. I rolled a 73. Come on, Bernard. 75 success.
I also just rolled a 1.
Extreme success.
So
See through walls.
Right.
I now know exactly where the light that writes lives because I can see through space and time.
I am
With
Cthulhu.
your absolute critical success, as they call it, you look around. And you happen to look sort of down the hall a little bit as you're sort of eyeing out the place, make sure no one heard you on the inside, no one heard you on the outside. But you do see the office of both Roach and Leeter.
After a couple of back and forths, I'll follow them in and say, "The shepherd shall lead their flock.
The
Shepherd shall lead the flock."
if you succeeded, you do look outside, and you do see there is a lawn care worker in the middle of the courtyard, sort of just raking up leaves. They don't seem to have
At
noticed
1
you
a.m.?
guys. So you got to do it when there's no students around, walking through and everything.
I call it
In
just
the
like
middle of the
walk
night.
around.
Go inside.
Did we see any other
Oh, I'm
landscape
gonna try to be stealthy.
people around here, or was this the only one?
The only one you've seen so far. You guys have technically only been on campus for like 15 minutes, so
10 of those were spent inside of.
and
admin
a good portion of those were set inside of an admin building. So you guys are pretty. Haven't really looked around to see if there's any other ones, but that is the first one you guys have seen. But you do see they have a large burlap bag that they're sort of just next to them as they're raking up leaves into a large pile. Are you guys stealthing in here, by the way?
Oh, I
Are you
tried
sort of
to.
walking around?
I mean, I'll walk. I'll give it a shot.
All right. If you're stealthing through this building, go ahead and roll a sneak check.
Exactly past it.
Yes.
Well, you
Success.
Success.
Fail.
Amy, you failed.
failed.
Not a hard fail, but a fail.
Okay.
Is there a hard fail?
Yes. 92 to 100 is real bad.
I devil failed it. I got a 66.
Nice.
I almost hard succeeded. But only almost.
As you guys sort of walk through, you guys all enter in. Bernard, as you're sort of walking through, you go to shut the door behind you guys, and as you guys shut the door, you slam it just a little too hard, and sound. But the rest of you are relatively quiet. And then as a little bit later, you guys are walking down a little bit. Right at this point, you guys are in front of Roach's office. And Amy, you happen to take the corner a little too sharp, and you sort of hit the wall a little bit. And when you hit the wall, a small bulletin board sort of drops to the floor and clatters to the floor. You do hear from inside of Roach's office sound like a filing cabinet closes. The lights are off, by the way. You can't see any light underneath. But you hear a filing cabinet close.
Oh shit, we're not alone.
In case things get wild, can any of y'all hold your own in a fight?
Why would we need to fight? We're just... What are we doing here? What are we even doing here?
We're here to talk to him.
Yeah, $75.
Asking him about dreams.
This could have waited till morning.
As you guys are having this whispered conversation outside of this door that just had a sound coming from inside of it, you see a gentleman come out of the office. Where's he at? Pair of circle glasses on, older. He sort of puts the glasses in his jacket pocket. Very nice suit, and has a leather suitcase. Are you four supposed to be here?
Are you Roach?
I am Harland Roach. That is true.
We were sent your way. Do you have some time? I figured you're probably trying to head home, but just need to ask you a few questions. Charm check.
Yeah.
My it's getting
Charmed
heavily
as
hot
fuck.
up here.
Well, it was just a hard success, or
Yes.
just okay. As you guys get closer, you can smell the
Burning flesh.
sweat that this guy is radiating from him. He's got thinning, oiled hair.
Gross.
He looks at you, looks you up and down. I can make a little time for the four of you, I guess. Please come sit in the office.
Thank you.
You guys go ahead. And he walks
I am
in to
going
his, and he sort of turns
saunter
off.
into the room.
He goes ahead and turns on his desk light, sits at his desk.
I'm going to check the door. This is his room, right?
Yes, this is Roach's room.
Yep.
Is it a shared leader and Roach, or just Roach?
Just Roach's.
Gotcha.
No. Point of clarification for me and my notes here: is it leader or leecher?
Leiter.
Leader.
It's not
Okay.
at all how I spelled it.
I
I was just
Leiter.
making sure.
Leiter.
Leader.
later.
Later. All right.
She'll awkwardly shuffle in, and is there seating for all of us?
There's 2 chairs.
I'll stand.
Yeah, me too.
Take a seat. Flip out my notepad.
He looks over to you, picks up his little gold cross chain that he has underneath his shirt, kisses it. Father.
I
Son.
just nod to him.
Son.
Son.
About my companions. We've heard a little bit about something strange happening. Have you had any weird dreams lately?
No, ma'am, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nothing you heard about? Maybe a student?
I have multiple students here. Could you be more specific?
That's had a nightmare that maybe has been repeated across quite a few people?
I
Somebody else jump in.
no, I don't know what you're referring to.
So, pretty much, the long and short of it. The long and short of it. So we've heard that a whole handful of people have been having the same kind of dream of a letter blowing around in the wind out in the woods, but like a campsite, it looks like. We were hired to kind of figure out what that was, and we were sent in your direction.
By who?
That's
Yeah.
for us. You know.
Yeah. Proprietary information, I believe, is what you'd call that.
HIPAA and stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Does that exist yet?
I
Does
don't-
that exist in
think so.
1920?
Those things didn't.
Doubt it.
Possible. Hospital.
We'll call it client confidentiality.
Boom.
We're working on a story, and we don't want to erode the integrity by giving you information that is not on a need-to-know basis.
Mr. Callum, you are great with words.
Yep, I lost my accent, but I'll get it back.
Yep, it's fine. It happens.
Yeehaw!
That's my thing.
Wrong one. Whoops.
As I don't know who was referring to me or why they would even expect that I'd be here this late. I came by to pick up some exams that I'm grading that I left earlier today.
Is there a judge intention in this game?
I think it's sense motive, I believe.
No. I think it's just psychology.
Spot hidden. Oh, psychology, maybe.
Listen, psychology, and spot hidden are the 3 perception skills.
Psychology, a skill common to all humans. It allows the user to study an individual and form an idea of his or her motives and character. Psychology skill.
Sounds perfect.
Which I failed.
Yep, I failed it also.
Success.
Success.
Hey! Of course, the reporter can read people.
Right, it's weird how that works.
I rolled 89.
I rolled 15. I only have a 20, so it wasn't that high.
I have 75.
I usually just listen and report. This detective work, it's a different line.
Psychology. He seems seems pretty honest. Don't know why it would. I mean, his tone and everything sort of lines up. Very confused.
Hey, just trying to think. What?
I was just like, why did this dude send us here?
Because we're talking to the wrong guy at the moment.
Are we?
Yeah,
Actually,
we're talking.
we definitely are. We're supposed to be definitely else leader. We just found this
We're
guy.
supposed to be talking to leader.
Amy is not smart, okay?
Yeah, you
That's
just
fine.
said that. Yeah, we were sitting. I'm like, all right, cool. We were sitting here. That's what.
Yeah, we were
what's
sitting
going
here.
on.
Let's talk to
I
this guy too.
thought I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I said the right name, and then I saw like everyone's like head sort of chirp. I was like, that's not right. I was like, okay, good, I didn't mess up.
No,
Amy's just confused.
we're
I
in.
mean,
We're talking to
Remember, she
Roach
didn't
right
have
now.
Yeah,
her
you're
notepad
talking to
write it
Roach
down,
currently,
so
yes.
She didn't remember who it was who, so.
I'm just
So-
in the back of the office, like trying to like keep my head down low. uh,
Now, Mr. Roach, is it Professor Roach, Dr. Roach?
It is Professor. Yes.
Professor Roach. Would the phrase "three light, four light, the light that writes" mean anything to you?
Sounds like a nursery rhyme.
So it doesn't really have any sort of real connotation for you.
Should it?
No, again, we're just out here trying to figure out how to make our money. Not in any sort of shady way that sounds shady. We're hired from somebody to figure out what this dream's about. So,
I don't. No, I don't think we're gonna get too far without coming forward with who hired us. Does the name Amelia Court mean anything to you?
Amelia. She's a student here. I think she just got her. I think she's an under. No, she just graduated recently. She's a postgraduate that works and is currently studying here.
And you've been privy to her research, have you?
No. She works with Leader mostly.
Charles.
Yes, Charles Leader. Yes.
at the mention of leader, I'm gonna shoot a look to everybody like, "Oh, we're not supposed to be here. This is the wrong guy."
Oh, should I have said something?
But I mean, no, I'm not exactly sure what she has to do. I think she's typically just grades papers, takes care of easy and administrative work that leader's just too lazy to do.
That's all I had.
All right.
All right. And I am going to walk on out.
Just
Seems they're-
Irish goodbye him.
Professor Roach,
Like,
do you...
most awkward exit ever.
I want to leave now.
Why are my
Professor
hands
Roach,
made of squids?
bye.
Yes.
Bye.
What are Professor's Leader's office hours, if you would be so kind? Perhaps a contact number or a messenger boy you could send?
I don't have one. I mean, either Amelia might be working after hours, or like 5 to 7, inside of his office. But he
It's
is
like-
sort of throughout the day has different availabilities.
It's like past 10 p.m. right now, right?
It's 12:45 p.m. or a.m. at this point.
Yeah, after driving in there and all that.
Yeah,
Like, go to bedtime.
it's like
For some.
It's get a drink time.
Soda water only. Of
Only,
We don't
course.
only
mean to-
Coca-Cola.
We don't mean to intrude, but perhaps do you know Miss Court's dorm room number?
no, I don't. I believe she might live off campus as she is a post grad. I don't know that you'd have to ask Charles or her tomorrow. I don't. Again, I just know of her from dealing with him.
Okay. Thank you for answering those questions. We don't want to intrude. I think this is all we need. Question mark?
And another thing.
I already
Yes.
awkwardly left.
No,
No. Thank you for your time, sir. It was very, very informative. Thank you.
And I did want to ask. You said who hired you?
Amelia.
Amelia hired you.
Yeah, she seems there might have been some academic, not malfeasance. What's the word? There's some stuff she needed to work out privately, but we are just here to ask questions and report. So thank you kindly.
Indeed.
I'm
Oh,
just
wise
gonna
choice.
right out the door.
Is there a
Eat it.
bathroom around here?
Yes. Down through the lobby where you guys came in, and you take a right instead of towards this way, and you should be the second and third door on the left.
Much
He
appreciated.
goes
bud.
ahead and sort of walks you guys out, goes and shut and locks the door, and then we'll go ahead and head out of the building.
Pretending to take a poop.
I was gonna say, are we role playing your
Do
shit?
we have time for this? Could you not have held it?
Is he gone?
Oh,
Yeah, that was the wrong guy. I don't know if you knew that, but
Sorry, no, I forgot. Remember, I didn't have my notepad, so I didn't
that's
write it down.
very true.
Oh,
Yep, Sandy. Leader.
We're looking
Leader
for a
was the
leader.
professor.
Oh, Professor Leader. Got it. Oops. Sorry.
Could also
Roach
go-
was a close contact, more or less.
Roach was one of the danger circled in like 5 times names. So
The leader was the one that
Yeah.
was dangerous.
Yeah, the notebook said had leader, it had danger circled, and then the other two, Roach and Court, had just question marks that were surrounding their names.
Ooh.
So
So we
he's
know-
a confused person. So
Or he may be involved.
Well, we know Roach is a fellow professor, and Amelia is a student or a post-grad or something.
Yeah, undergraduate, recent graduate, working for leader. So
And
yeah,
she helped. Yeah. 5 to 7. If we needed to get to Amelia. Curious.
I mean, we're already in this building, and you've got some magical bobby pin powers. You think you can work that magic on Professor Leader's office?
let's try.
Father, if
real
you
reason
don't
I
want to be privy to any, if you want plausible deniability, maybe wait at the end of the hall.
The Lord sees all. At this point, I'm just making sure you don't do anything you shouldn't.
Like break into a room? Because that's what we're about to do.
It's a victimless crime. Just try not to break anything else.
America, let's go.
Don't go breaking my heart.
All right. Let's see if we can unlock this door.
Is it locked?
Oh no, hard fail. My bobby pin break.
What was the fail?
Oh wait, no, it was 72.
Okay. Yeah, you take some time. A few minutes go by. You're not getting this.
Sorry, this one's a hard one. My bobby pin is dull from the first door.
I'm gonna check the handle.
Okay, you check the handle. It is locked.
Is it okay? So I was just gonna be like, I was ready for it to just be like, it is unlocked.
That would have been priceless.
You know what they say
No.
about idle hands?
It could have been unlocked and then I locked it.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting much further with help busting down the door, and probably best not to raise some alarms, especially since someone close to leader knows we're here.
Yeah. Pick it up tomorrow.
Yep, pick it up tomorrow. Let's go get that soda water.
Yeah. Only Coca-Cola for us.
Yeah,
It is
it's
getting quite
fine.
late.
It's gonna be a quiet night. Definitely no jazz. Definitely no.
Okay.
Yep.
So, we have Amy and getting there,
Clark?
Clark. Thank
Denver.
you. No, I kept wanting to say Denver. I was like, nope, Konami. Nope, that's not it. Clark, heading to find a speakeasy.
Well, That's kind of like my place. So I'm just gonna take him to one I already know.
Looking for any dorms with the lights on? Okay, let's try that one.
So you're gonna continue. All right. Where are you going, Bernard? Not
To bed.
physically, but okay. Are you? Where are you just going home?
No, home's in Michigan. I'll probably go back to the hotel room.
Okay.
And oh wait, but before now, before we part ways, we meeting back here tomorrow, noon ish, so people can get
Yeah.
some sleep.
Noon seems about good.
Noon's good.
Can
Let-
you throw me a day of the week? What day is it?
Sunday.
It's not
September
Sunday.
22nd,
I got a
1920.
day job, you know.
These kids aren't gonna watch themselves.
Let's roll D7.
You can Google it and pull up the actual day of the week.
That's a good point.
Wednesday, September 22nd,
My
1920.
dudes.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day.
Hump day.
Well, it's actually technically Thursday because it's after midnight. But yeah.
Daylight saving time.
No, not yet.
All right.
All right. So
Daylight savings time did just hit. It's 2 o'clock over there for y'all.
it's still it hits at 3 o'clock and it will become 2 o'clock again.
No, it already happened. It's 3 a.m.
Oh, is it?
Technically 2 a.m. now. Yeah.
It's been 2 o'clock for an hour.
Yeah.
I definitely was like keeping an eye on it. I definitely just watched it go from 150 to
My
okay.
computer went from 2 to 1 because I'm like, it's 1:15, and I look over to the stove and it says 2:15.
Nice,
I'm
we
like,
did it.
No.
Oh, yeah, let me go look at the. I actually need to go to the bathroom.
As you guys, we'll go ahead and take a step away for break. As you guys went ahead and split your separate ways, the two of you guys go to a speakeasy and have a drink or two. The rest of you guys go to bed, and you guys will meet back up at noon tomorrow at the university. Chat, we will go ahead and take just a everyone go with like 5 minutes, or you guys want a 10-minute break?
5 is fine.
All right, 5 minutes. So we'll come back at 2:15 Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you guys in a little bit.
Back in 2 and 2.
Is,
Hello.
Where was that going, Matt?
Bone marrow, obviously.
yeah, sweat and tears.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Exactly, for the kids. The group began to investigate with a slight misremembering. Began to question Professor Roach about some dreams that people may or may not be having. Guys have found out who Amelia Court was.
Wasn't a bust.
And who was she?
She was a student.
A postgraduate student
There you go.
who is working underneath Charles Leiter.
Right.
Post
Sure everyone else knew.
undergraduate, pre-graduate.
Postgraduate.
Her name's Amelia Clark.
Nope.
Mhm.
Amelia.
Kent Clark,
Nope.
Amelia Earnhardt? No.
Court, like
Court.
the
Court.
court of roses.
Courtly.
Or
I like
like
that.
a basketball court.
Yep. Yep.
I feel like
Like a
Bruce is just
courtesan.
over us.
I'm over existing.
All right, I'll take care of the rest of the 25-hour stream.
No, it's only 8 more hours, right, guys? Right, guys? As you headed your separate ways, you guys reconvened. Not bright and early, but instead at noon. At the university.
Just bright.
You guys go ahead and get to the middle courtyard. You guys want to head to the administration building, head to the science building.
Nah, let's go straight for science.
Let's go straight to leader's office, pretty much.
Or so the history building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, history building. My bad.
Okay. You guys go ahead.
You're not allowed to take point anymore.
You guys go ahead and head to the history building. The first thing you guys notice is that Arkham PD is standing outside of the building.
Oh shit! It's the cops.
You guys do see there is a candlelight service in the middle of the courtyard. And quite a few students there.
Oops, Amy died.
Dang it, Amy.
Not
I'm
Amy.
right here.
What?
Amelia?
Clark, you're not allowed to take point anymore.
I was working here, dude.
We're just the dum-tums being pulled behind on leashes.
Hi, I'm big and strong.
I'm pretty.
And I get shit done. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm also really pretty.
We're dumb and pretty together.
you guys
Wow.
talked about it for an hour last night over sock.
Only 1 hour?
So I'm dumb.
I don't remember much
pretty.
about last
I'm
night.
dumb and
Those,
pretty.
those soda waters were intense.
The place last night, it was a good place.
Yeah.
Upon walking up to the vigil, I'll do a quick Hail Mary and prayer.
Hail
Just
Mary
assuming-
instead of Hail Prayer. Go on.
And assume that it's someone that we are investigating.
As you guys are you guys heading over to the history building where the police officers were?
Yes, if I can figure out who the vigil is for on the way by.
You guys would have to either choose to right now. You'd have to either choose to walk towards the vigil or go towards the history building. Sort of splits
I'm-
between the two.
I'm gonna go towards the vigil.
As
Yes,
will I.
Sure.
You guys head over to the vigil. You guys see a. Let me get the description here. Relatively young man. Very decent looking. Caucasian brown hair. And underneath the picture has the name Charles Leiter.
Bum, bum, bum.
They kill our boy.
What, you said this is a young man?
Youngish man.
So we can assume that this memorial service, this candlelight vigil memorial, is for Mr. Charles Leader.
It is indeed for Professor Charles Leader.
Is Professor Roach in sight?
It's not.
And I'm not sure if we know what Amelia looks like. I don't think we do.
You do not know what Amelia currently looks like.
Shall we go to a... I'll go over to a police officer and ask them what happened.
He walks over. Father, I'm glad someone's here. Some student looks over his notes. And Amelia Covert found the professor's body early this morning. Was found dead in his office.
Oh no. Such a shame. He looked so young. A professor. Nonetheless. Do you know what happened?
No, I guess we got some coroner here. John Wheatcroft is a physician that stumbles around, I guess, from time to time here. But they got his body on ice over in the science building, one of the labs. There's a said no one's really able to go and look at it if unless you go and talk to Bryce Fallon, the Dean of Administration. If you go give him a talk, he may be able to look at the body if you need to, Father.
I appreciate that. Is there someone from the city coming to take a look at the body, or do you need a service member?
Like a coroner?
Well, John Wheatcroft is he not the coroner?
He is from the city as a coroner, yes.
Just wondering if you need a member of the clergy.
That is not for me to decide, Father. That's for Mr. Fallon to discuss with you.
Understandable. You said a student found him. Are they here now? Perhaps they need counseling.
She's currently she says she needed a minute. She's in his office.
I see. Perhaps I'll swing by. I was here to talk to Professor Leader. That is correct. That was written somewhere, right?
Yeah, it was on the vigil itself.
Okay. Just make sure
Yeah,
wasn't just a picture.
No, it was a picture and it says like in loving memory.
Yeah, I was here to talk to Leader, so this is quite a misfortune. So if you need any questions answered, I'm here for you.
Yeah, if you guys do get a look at it, it's not a pretty sight.
Okay, thank you, officer. Now I'll head back to. I'll probably go towards Bernard specifically.
Father Greg?
So the officer, did I get a name by chance?
You did not ask for the officer's name.
All right, don't worry about it. The officer here said Leader's body was found by our Miss Court, who, if we're lucky, may still be in Leader's office right now.
And that's what the officer said to you?
That's what the officer said.
Did he give you a cause of death?
No, I don't think they did.
And it was found this morning?
Body was found this morning. Was it found in his office, or did I not ask?
You did not ask where it was found. You just said it was found by Amelia this morning.
It was found by Amelia this morning.
I could have swore you said it was found at. She found him in his office.
Oh, you're right. I did. Yep, found in office.
Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure, though.
Yeah.
It's found She found him in his office this morning, but John Recroft, the coroner here on the university, currently has the body. If we want to take a look.
Wait, Wheatcroft?
Recroft?
That was the other name of the list. The question mark.
With the left, right, center? The left, right, 3 rights?
Yes. No.
On the right?
The 3 left, 4, 3.
Am I the only one that remembers this? 3 light, 4 light, the light that writes.
Yes.
That guy.
No.
You wrote
wait.
that down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. The guy that was writing stuff under the light, he disappeared. I don't know. I don't know what he did. But yeah,
With him.
Johnny Boy. He wrote that question mark next to Wheatcroft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Recraft.
That's
Hey,
what
John.
I said. Wheatcroft.
That's very concerning.
Oh boy, hydrate.
Well, maybe we should make haste and go to a court, go to Recroft, and hopefully this isn't a hit list.
Yeah, I mean, if Amelia is in the office. Oh, yes. Hail Mary, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Yeah, I say we should get to the office and maybe see that body if we can, or at least talk to Mr. Wheatcraft.
I haven't seen Roach around. I thought they were close colleagues. Maybe they haven't heard.
It's possible he was up pretty late, but so are we, and we're here, so he's got no excuse.
We all have day jobs.
And this is his.
Exactly. Clark, Amy, good morning.
Howdy. Hope you all slept well.
That I did. How'd last night treat you both?
Oh, it was
Just
a
another
good
day.
night. Yeah, it was great. Had a lovely conversation with Amy. It was a great time.
We learned a lot.
Do a
Cool.
quick recap of what
Yeah.
I just told Bernard, and so perhaps we should try to hit both of them before they leave.
We're
I'm
getting
sure
ready.
they're grieving, so please be sensitive.
Sensitive.
Yep. We could do it. Then, do we want to split up and 2 go to each one, or do we want to all 4 go? I feel like 4 might feel like more of an attack than
A little
checking up on
intimidating.
you.
I'd like to go talk to Miss Amelia. So I'll head towards the history building. I'm not even sure.
I'll go
Where
speak
we
with
were.
Amelia. Female.
All right, Bob, you and me, we're gonna go look for leader.
Seems so.
Or leader's dead. My bad.
To
We're looking at
Wheatcroft.
You guys
stick
still
to the
need to.
corner.
You guys technically still need to find leader. Don't know where his body is, but.
Somewhere in the science building.
Let's
Oh.
go send the PTSD folk over to Wheatcroft.
Yeah.
Best thing. Send the people that just came back from the war.
It's fine.
Spoiler alert.
You guys go ahead and head to the science building. You guys do see there are multiple labs that are throughout, roughly about 6 labs. Except one of them has a officer parked in front of it.
It's not obvious.
Mr. Clark, I don't know if I ever got your last name there. Danielson?
Danielson. Yep. Clark Danielson.
You don't happen to have any, are you just one of those ranchmen, or do you have some sort of, like, authority? I don't know why my accent changed there.
Some type of authority.
Authority.
Authority. No, ranch hand for as long as I can remember. Kind of grew up like born into it. And then just figured out I'm actually halfway decent at rodeo, and I've been following it around ever since.
Well, it's a pleasure to be in your it's a pleasure to be with you on this case. It's kind of fun, isn't it? I don't quite
Yep.
get out this much.
I mean, I haven't seen this much intrigue since the war, so it's definitely a little jumpy, but you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't call the war intrigue. It wasn't something I like to remember, but
I'm right there. You served?
we made it out.
Absolutely.
Unlike a lot of other souls.
I lost
Let's go
several
see
good
if this. Yeah. Let's go see if this officer can let us in.
You see you guys walk up. Father and friend.
Son. Father and son.
Ah,
Tip my hat at him.
father and son.
Oh,
That's the goofiest shit.
is is there a Mr. John Weecroft? Do you know if he's available?
He's busy looking at autopsy right now.
Yes, we were hoping we could maybe get a look at the body and speak to the coroner himself.
I mean, I got orders. I can't let anyone in unless they get the approval of the dean of administration.
Well, you heard the guy. I'm gonna start walking back.
Okay, so
Well, you heard him.
out of character here for just a second.
Uh-huh.
A or B? I need
I'm gonna go with
Donnie.
B.
You're gonna go with B?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and act like I'm about to walk away, but I'm gonna spin around and punch this cop straight in the face to try to knock him out.
Oh Lord.
All right. Well, let's look up combat rules real quick.
Mr. Clark, I thought we had a
Whack!
connection, and then you roped me into this.
Father, A or B? What?
B for brawl. A for an ass kicking.
A for I'm done asking questions.
Somehow I knew that was gonna happen.
I was waiting for it.
I do one thing, and it has to do with flinging my muscles.
Okay, so where's the book? Drive.
Well, I guess two things.
Keeper rule book.
So
It's pretty nice out here today.
Dude,
Wow.
be fair, the two of us aren't there. Just those two.
I mean, I have a pretty good feeling about this. If I land my punch, I do a D3 plus a D6 worth of damage.
That's let's see, my HP is 12, so D3 plus a D6.
Is 9 max.
So
You wouldn't
we're
be
at
able to
least
knock
gonna
out a
hit once.
priest. That's what I'm hearing.
Is zero unconscious? or
Zero. I mean,
zero
it depends if
unconscious or
you're
is zero
doing
dead?
like non-surprise or if you're doing, or not surprise. If you're looking for like
Non-lethal.
non-lethal versus.
I may have overstepped here.
What's your dex? Because your dex is your initiative.
My dex is 50.
That's a cat.
You're having to shit
Praise
out the
thumbs.
cops.
Praise thumbs.
Do I also need initiative?
I would also need to know what your dex is.
Minus 40.
Okay.
Minus 40?
Mine is 40.
Ah, okay.
It's a negative 40.
Minus 40. I'm broken.
I'm broken.
I didn't tell you I was in crutches this whole time.
That must have skipped my mind.
Oh, I may have bitten off more than I could chew here.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All
The
right.
Lord is with us.
The Lord is with us.
Tell me what this officer looked like. Was he Irish?
He was not Irish. He was
We're We're fine.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your brawl skill. You'll have advantage. You get to roll the tens place twice, and you get to take the lower of the two numbers.
Thank you, advantage. 15 is my extreme, and the reroll got me down to a 15, so I got my extreme success.
Okay.
All right.
Do I need to do that?
No, you do not.
Priest follow up with an uppercut.
That'd be great. I'm just like, oh, and the priest is like, kidney shot, kidney shot, kidney shot.
Power of God.
That'll absolutely hit.
Son.
May the power of Christ compel you.
Oh my god. Chat, what is happening?
St. Mary's Francis Orphanage priest just going ham in a shop.
This game is supposed to be
The
spooky.
clean hands of the dirty boys.
Show the Lord your clean hands.
Because his hands are out here.
Idle hands keep the busy boy clean, is what he said. And Bruce, I made that a quote on the channel.
I
so-
saw that. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So this is my D3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2.
Which is a 1? Or is it a...
so
oh,
like,
gotcha. You already produced it. Yeah, never mind.
yeah, and then my D6. All right, so 8 points of damage.
8
So I got-
points. Bop! You get one. You turn around and get one good hit on him. He takes the hit. He's a little concussed. But it's now time for initiative.
Father, follow it up. Follow it up, Father.
I'm not.
Oh boy, this
follow you
game
down
is
the staff.
nothing like my life. Yeah, I agree, Frostbite. I agree. This game is nothing like the last time.
It's supposed to be spooky. But
You guys haven't got to the spooky part yet.
it's just goofy. I'm too pretty and strong for this.
Okay, the cop gets to go first because he has a higher dex than 50.
Because he's a cop.
Because he's a cop. He's going to go ahead and...
Tell me he's going to punch me first.
No, he's not, because...
Uh,
Alright, he's going to swing back at you. You get to choose either, because of how combat works. He's going to attack. You get to either choose to dodge, fight back, or perform a maneuver.
Okay.
Do you want to dodge the punch? Do you want to fight back? Or do you want to maneuver?
I'm going to fight back.
Okay, so we go ahead and both roll our brawl skill. The highest level of success wins. So either extreme, hard, or regular. If there is a draw, the person who initiated this round of this combat right here, not like this round, I should say. So like he is punching you, so he is the initiator.
Yes.
He-
So the attacker.
Right, the attacker. Good, thank you. The attacker wins on draws. If both fail, no damage is inflicted.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, what is your level of success?
I hard succeed.
Okay. Stop it, those. That's why you get hurt. He failed. Go ahead and
Watch back.
no, you
Hit him
just
again.
no, you just get to roll damage again because you chose to fight back.
So that is going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
It's 2 good punches in a row.
Bop, bop. The cop just falls unconscious.
Then I'm gonna go.
oh,
Looks like the door's open, Father.
oh no. Mary, Jesus, forgive us.
And I'm gonna like kind of look around. Is anybody looking? I should have looked before I punched, but like.
Roll spot hidden real quick.
The cops are-
There's another cop at the end of the call walking back with coffees.
With a
Just-
gun or
and me without my axe.
and while they're doing that, I'll actually maybe set the cop up so that they don't choke on their own blood.
Okay.
Spot hidden, I fail.
Okay. You look around. You don't see anyone. Father, you go ahead and begin to set the person up so they don't choke on their own blood and drool.
Is it bad enough I should roll first aid?
They're pretty bad. They're not like dying or anything like that.
You didn't break their faces.
Unconscious.
No,
You just,
you didn't cave their face in or anything. Just enough to like knock them out.
I was just trying to put him on his butt. You know what I mean? Like, just like make him take a nap.
Nap succeed.
Clark, what are
Success.
you doing?
We need to talk to Wheatcroft. Wheatcroft is most likely behind this door. We could go through all of the rigmarole that is trying to get approval from the dean, or I point to the cop that's now sitting up against the wall. Shortcut.
Well, I don't know. You should probably confess this when you're free.
Sure.
Let's make it quick and get out of here.
All right. After you, Father. I'm gonna go
After
try
me.
to open the door.
As you open the door, it is locked.
I'm gonna look on the cop for a key.
Okay. You look
Find a
on the
whole
cop
ring of 'em.
for a key. He does have a key ring on him.
Yoink.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set into trying the keys on the lock to try to get through this door.
All right. You go ahead and put every key through that lock, and none of them work.
All right, I'm gonna keep these keys.
Jesus.
I'm gonna keep these keys, and I'm just gonna go. All right, mission abort, Father. Let's go find the others. Nothing happened.
Oh Lord.
Stole a cop's key. Does he have a gun?
What, does he have a gun? Yes, he has a gun.
I'm going home.
Instantly just leaves the campus, takes a gun, and just leaves.
I'm just putting the keys back, taking this gun,
Oh no.
and this badge, and now I'm a cop.
It's me, Officer Clark Danielson.
Let me just switch our clothes real quick.
Right.
Wear this
Oh
hat.
man.
Are you taking
What are
his
you doing
gun?
here?
I'm not taking his gun. No.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh man, that's funny though.
is it?
Oh,
You're sort of wants it now.
I mean, who hasn't punched a cop in the 20s?
Only a matter of time.
Most people probably not.
It's the 20s.
I plead the fifth.
All right, you guys headed back outside to the vigil. As this is going on, we'll go ahead and go over to Bernard and Amy. You guys head over to the history building.
Yeah, we do.
There is the two cops. They sort of nod at you guys as they let you guys walk past. And you guys head over to Leecher's office. There's a officer posted up outside of it. Yes, can I help you?
Is Amelia still here? Or did she already leave?
She is indeed still inside.
Can we speak with her?
In regards
Bernard.
to what?
Bernard Kellum of the Detroit Free Press. We just have a couple of questions about the incidents of this morning.
I might be able to answer those for you.
Perfect. So the body was found in the office.
That is correct.
Has a cause of death been determined?
I have not been able to check. I've been posted here since the body was found. So I'm not sure if the coroner has come to a conclusion yet or not.
When was the body found?
When?
Uh-huh.
Rough about 8 a.m. this morning.
Around 8. Okay.
what was Amelia's 5 to 7 p.m.? That's probably where she leaves. But it's found this morning, cause of death undetermined. And then, who all has access to this office?
I would assume that the dean administration probably has access. Cleaning people probably have access. Leader and not court. She had to get a cleaning person to open up the office here to be able to get some work that she needed to receive before heading in and starting the classes.
Clean later court.
So the door was locked.
Correct.
When okay, so she had to get it. Wow, unlock into a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. Was there an I guess the coroner has been here for an estimated time.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any tampering with any windows or anything outside the office like that?
No tampering of the windows or anything of that nature, but he sort of like gets closer in. Sorry, looking up this real quick. There is a bunch of papers and stuff were thrown around. Money was sort of taken out of wallets and just like thrown throughout the room. Can't really tell besides the some papers that are sort of missing. But not exactly sure what they were looking for exactly, but if it was these, I guess, old historic papers, these were, they got it and they were able to escape off with it.
Any idea what was on these papers?
Something about a witch trial, I guess.
3 light, 4 light.
What?
What?
So, now about how close was Amelia to this professor?
She seems pretty broken up about it.
And who did she report this to?
She told the, I guess the custodian that was cleaning up throughout the building that she got access through with that way. Heard her scream, and then the custodian reported it to the dean. But I do think there may be some foul play at here. If you want to hold on to that for me, don't quite release that. The individual said that he found 4
And
people.
off the record?
Yes, please, off
Okay,
the record.
alright.
Custodian said he saw 4 people snooping around here late at night, messing around with the door, and walking in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Said he was raking up some leaves in the field late, and saw some people messing with the door.
Any description?
Said they were too far away to be able to tell, and it was real dark. It was a little bit after 12:30 this morning.
Wow, that's real late.
That's what I'm saying, ma'am.
That is very suspicious. And a dead body to be found after that one?
Indeed.
Must be connected.
Thoughts indeed.
Who else has tried to gain or talk to Amelia or gain access to this office? Anybody have to turn away?
Not that we've been able to. I've been told. I haven't had to turn anyone else.
And then, what type of research has Amelia and the recently deceased been working on?
Mostly, I guess, these witch trial papers, I believe. Otherwise, it's just grading exams and looking at new curriculum for the spring.
Now, this may be a question for Amelia, but has there been anybody else that's been researching into these witch trials?
Mm. That one, you're absolutely right. That might be a question for her. If you guys wouldn't mind waiting here, and maybe she's okay with taking some interviews going on.
Thank you so much, officer.
By all means.
And he'll go ahead and sort of tip his hat to you guys and go ahead and step inside.
I'd like to take a listen if I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a listen while he.
Me too.
You will need a hard success for this roll.
Is that the top or the bottom one?
It'll be the top one, not the really low number, but the middle one.
Alrighty, I got the middle number.
Nice.
I too.
Okay, you guys both here. They just say, hey, like, we got some people outside. Really like to hear about your story and a little bit more information on Mr. Leader. Are you able to take some interviews? And yeah, I think so. You can hear her clear her throat as he begins. You guys hear the footsteps of them, or of him coming back. Open the door. Please, she's very, very broken right now. So just be careful with what you ask her.
Again? Sorry. Not you. Of course there. I took a course in sensitivity training, so I think I know what I'm doing.
Speak, woman.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And he says that I'm going to keep the door open, but I'll be here just in case.
Thank you kindly.
Posts up.
Sorry. Thank you much. That's the northern Midwest.
Mm.
You guys go ahead and enter into the room. The room is an absolute mess. Papers, money thrown around. You guys can see like an outline of where the body was. But other than that, the scene hasn't really been disturbed much. His desk is towards the front. There are two chairs, similar to how you guys saw Roach's office set up. But on the opposite corner, there is another smaller desk that has a little plaque for Amelia Court.
Amelia, I presume?
Yeah, that's me.
Bernard Kellum of the Detroit Free Press. I'm so sorry to hear about what happened to your mentor, professor. I'm not sure how close you guys were.
He was my boss, but I studied under him for most of my undergrad.
Well, that's a poor, unfortunate timing then that we were called here to actually speak with them just yesterday, but unfortunately, that's no longer a possibility unless you know how to speak with the dead. I'm sorry, poor time joke. If I can, I spoke to the officer out there. Great guy. Didn't feel like punching him at all. But we were talking about your research, and I just had some questions about some papers that went missing for the witch trial.
No. Yeah. She sort of gets up and begins to look around. They are. Yes. Yes. They are.
Now, have you been having any strange dreams?
What?
Nothing about Arkham? Nothing like that? Voices screaming in the night with trees? Just going off notes here.
No, not at all.
Well, I'll be darned. Please don't feel obligated to answer this, but are you familiar with one Jonathan D? My handwriting is atrocious. Chatathy? Chatathy?
No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Is he a student?
Apparently, he is a librarian who lives at the library on the opposite side of town. He was the one that wanted us to speak with Professor.
You, the professor, had been receiving any threats?
No, but there's a couple things. Well, yes, actually. She sort of looks over to the officers. I know that the mob was after him.
The mob?
Yeah, he had a real bad gambling addiction.
Was there anybody who's come by recently asking about your studies?
I mean, everyone on campus knows that Roche and Leader are head to head. They're rivals at best, enemies by worst. Anthony Flinders is an unwelcome individual, extremely upset that I got the position as Leader's assistant. But what was sort of weird, like earlier this month, Leader got erratic almost like seemed paranoid. Always looking over his shoulder.
3 light, 4 light?
What? Are you okay, ma'am?
Yeah. Something stuck with me last night, sorry. It was when I was on my way home at like 8 o'clock last night.
Now, I look at the cops and look back to Amelia being a little bit more quieter. Now, I have it on good authority that the groundskeeper said that Mr. Roach was leaving here pretty late last night. Is he usually in the office around 12:30, 1 a.m.?
Professor Roach?
Correct.
Not that I'm aware of. I know that Professor Leader comes in from time to time to do some work. Says it's quieter than his house sometimes.
And then I think that's all I had. But about this here research, was there any mention of any letters of any type?
I mean, just the... Hold on. Like, she goes over to her desk and begins to search through her. I mean, there's the witch trial papers, but I mean, I don't know if those are exactly the letters you're looking for.
When you say witch trial paper, are you talking about the Salem witch trials?
No, the Arkham witch trials, the ones that occurred here are quite a few years ago. We have been studying them as we are part of history.
And have you happened to come across any of these in your research? Is
Yeah.
that what was stolen?
Yeah, those are stolen.
So not just papers on this stuff, but the actual artifact itself.
The actual one, that is correct.
And is Flinders still a student here? Does he live in campus on one of the dorms?
Yeah, he's an undergrad. I don't know exactly where he's staying though, but I don't know.
And I'm so thank you so much for talking to me. One more question, if you will. Roach, has he been around today?
Yeah, I think he's in a class teaching right now.
Do you know what time that class lets out?
Ends out in about 30 minutes.
Perfect, thank you. Here's the number to my office. If you need to get a hold of somebody, I might be available in like 3 days or so. No guarantees. I'm a busy person on the move a lot, but if you hear anything, please reach out. I'd like to know.
Of course, I'll. Please. I'm here for most of the day. I'll probably be here for a while. If you guys need me or anything, I'm here always between 5 and 7. Thank you for listening.
3 lights to you, ma'am. Then I'll walk out.
Roll. Both of you guys roll a listen check for me.
Ooh,
Hell no.
super hard success.
Okay,
4.
extreme. You guys, as you guys are passing into the lobby, about this time, you guys hear over an officer radio. Officer down. 6 foot, Caucasian individual. Assaulted officer. Around with a member of the clergy.
God damn it.
Last seen in the science building.
Now, what do you think the odds are?
In case you guys are wondering, shortwave officer radios were invented in the 1920s exactly.
Gotta look that up. I'm sorry, this newfangled piece of technology. Did you say a clergyman was running around punching people?
You
No.
can't believe that fandangled new technology there.
It's never gonna catch on.
No, an individual running with a clergyman. Clergyman did not attack. I repeat, clergyman did not attack. May be held against will.
So, Amy, how close did you get to know Clark last night? Do you think that's something they would be capable of, or
Wild one. That's all I gotta say. Yes. The answer is yes.
I love it. I love it.
He's a cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Dead or
On a steel
alive.
horse. I ride.
What's that? It
'Cause
was-
I'm wanted. Dead or alive.
it was Billy in chat was like, I just want a sort of wanted poster.
Sort of
wanted.
Sort of wanted.
Yo, Clark and the Captive Clergyman is a great movie.
Putting this on YouTube, that is going to be the title.
Clark and the Captive Clergyman is my favorite western.
Well, it was
loosely-
Chinese.
It's loosely based off of what is it? Seven Ronin, Seven Samurai.
Yes, 7
Seven
right?
rings.
No?
Back to the Future 2?
Yep.
3?
Rush Hour?
2? I don't remember.
1?
Shanghai Nights.
I was gonna say Shanghai Noon.
It's high. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so at this time, where are you guys cooking it to? After you just punched and ran out of the science building.
We didn't.
Are we running at this point? Is this like
Now, for my defense, there was no running. It was a,
The
it was
clergyman
a
said
quick-
cheese it, so I'm assuming
it
it
was
the
a-
clergyman just took off.
It was a brisk walk. Because running is suspicious. Brisk walk is we're trying to make it to a class. Better yet, I think we should go hide in a class.
I'm gonna say, forgive me, Lord, and I'm gonna take off my collar. Stuff it in my pocket.
I'm gonna.
I'm a whole different person now.
I'm gonna take my cowboy hat off and put it on the father.
They went that way.
Totally different people now.
Oh, yes, swap roles. Just give
Give me the
Clark the
collar.
collar.
Give me the collar.
You guys go ahead and briskly walk. Are you guys going and hiding in a class?
I mean,
Or where are you guys heading to?
I guess we can go back to the vigil
Okay.
and try to blend in with the crowd.
The cop there knows my face. I spoke to him.
Yeah,
That might
but
not be
like,
the best place.
no, but you spoke to that cop. You're cool with that cop. He respects.
I don't think it works like that.
I think it does.
Doesn't work quite like that.
What's happening?
I don't know after you punched a cop, okay?
This is not in the module.
I was 90% sure that door would be unlocked. And if it was not unlocked, that the cop would have the key.
I think we should just leave.
Yep. I'm gonna look.
Mr. Clark, we should just leave.
You guys are just like, you just see the clergyman just sweating bullets at this this light wake.
From underneath
Father-
the cowboy hat.
Yeah. Father Greg, I think I'm gonna need to request sanctuary.
Meet me in my confession booth.
Do I have to confess to you that I did it if you were there?
Only if you're a man of God.
You guys go ahead and begin to walk away from the ceremony and head towards the gate.
Luckily, they don't have DNA evidence capabilities in the 20s.
No,
I think
they
that
don't.
was like the 30s and the 40s.
Holy crap. You guys go ahead and begin to exit out of the university.
Hop on my bike.
It's a bicycle, right?
At
University.
the library that we met at.
As you guys are briskly walking towards the exit of the university, Bernard and Amy, you guys walk out of the history building. You guys see a angry looking officer sort of looking, like, try to be respectful, but angrily looking at people at the wake. You see the officer behind you guys go ahead and pull out his weapon and just sort of stand guard at the door. But you do see off in the distance a gentleman in a cowboy hat and a gentleman not in a cowboy hat that look very similar to the father and Clark, so briskly walking towards the exit of campus. But for some reason, the father's wearing the cowboy hat.
Howdy.
I'm
Howdy.
not gonna question anything and just start walking that way.
Just, as we're going, I just feel like Father Greg is just like, Hotman.
I will do the same, but before I'm going to turn to the officer. Is it outside the building? So a different officer than that was outside
Correct.
the office. Be like, now I'm sorry, but I don't have time to explain this. But Professor Roach is in a class right now. I just spoke with Amelia Court inside. He needs to be detained and questioned about the recently deceased professor. That's all. I have to go right now. I'm so sorry.
Hold on a second. Go ahead and roll a.
Persuasion, fast talk.
I think fast talk is. I think we decided a
It's
bullshittery.
like, that is the deception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll fast talk.
45. Is that a? That says success. Just
Okay.
normal success.
Yeah. Thank you. And he goes ahead and pulls out his weapon. You hear it sort of that on the radio. and they go ahead and head inside the office or the history building.
What the fuck did these guys get up to? And I'll start walking after our clergy cowboy cockamamie duo.
Punching cops.
Brick killed a guy.
Clark killed a guy.
I love Lamb.
Grenade.
Father, you should lay low for a while.
Try
Ground rule. No touching of the hair or face. Naturally.
Naturally. You guys all sort of meet up outside the university. Off campus,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm feeling breakfast. Anybody else feeling breakfast?
It's,
I guess lunch at this
definitely
At
point.
at the
12:45.
afternoon.
Yeah, I will be telling them, but I'm gonna make sure that Bernard keeps his distance until we're a safe.
Oh,
safe
yeah,
place
yeah.
away.
I know a
Danny,
coffee shop right around the corner. A
I'm
cafe,
feeling-
rather.
Someplace I can get a sandwich would be real nice. All that punch had made me hungry.
I know a cafe / sandwich shop around the corner.
Perfect.
You guys
Lead
go
the
ahead
way,
and
Father.
head to the cafe. You guys go ahead and plop down. A waitress walks up to you. Extremely good-looking individual. Hi, Lucy Stone. What can I get you guys?
I would love just a sandwich. I don't care what kind. Sandwiches are great, and a Coca-Cola, if you would, please. And I'm just gonna look because I'm looking down and look up at her and just like, hey, I'm gonna try to charm her.
Yep.
Shing.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey. And that is a 28, so it is just a regular success.
Okay. As you look up, you definitely flash that smile. And first thing you notice, her eyes are very poofy. Sort of like she's been crying heavily recently, but trying to put on a good face.
Oh, now I feel like a dick.
Yeah, I can absolutely get that for you, hun.
Just double checking on you. You okay?
Someone I had a thing for earlier this year passed away last night.
I'm very sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, he was a good professor.
Who might have that have been, if you don't mind me asking? Was that was that Professor Leader that they're having the vigil for down the way?
Yeah.
Heard good things. I'm very sorry about that.
It's
Condolences.
yeah. Yeah. Anything else for you guys?
Father?
Black coffee's fine.
Salad.
For you, sir? Looks over to you there, Bernard.
Oh, we're here. Coffee will be fine. Black.
Yeah. Did you guys... I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you guys know the professor?
Briefly.
We were interested in a bit of his work.
Mm-hmm. So, it's unfortunate. The timing is just. Yep. Words aren't enough.
You wouldn't happen to know where we can find anyone else who knows about these witch trial papers? Would you?
We're running out of leads.
I'm sure these.
She looks around and let me go get your stuff and I'll be right back. A few moments go by, comes back with your guys' coffees, and your salad. And she sort of sits down at the table. I didn't really know much of his teaching life. I knew a lot of his extracurricular activities, if you will.
Makes sense.
Nope.
I'm just gonna look at Bernard, just like, yes.
Mm.
She sort
Very
of
subtle there, pal.
smiles a little bit and shakes her head.
Same page now. Same page.
You're the reporter, but I'm the one picking up the clues.
I don't like to assume. Just wait until people tell me stuff. That's how you get in trouble with the papers. When
Fair.
you report not true information.
That's fair. Anyway,
he liked to show off a lot in private, lay down money.
Oh,
There's a forger and a dealer in rare books. You turn around and sell them to make some profit on the side. But he was a high roller. It'd take me twice to Atlantic City, in June and August of this year. Some of those big fancy casinos.
I take it he didn't win big while you guys were out there.
No, August losing quite a big amount. He left owing money to people that I told him he probably shouldn't get into.
Listen, all of us here know that it was the mob.
Yes.
We all know that. Yes. You
Now I do.
Speak openly about. You can speak openly about it. I mean, probably keep it hushed, but you're amongst friends.
But that's. I mean, I know he talked to some people, not many though, about his work.
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
this may not pertain to the late professor entirely, but would the phrase "3 light, 4 light, the light that writes" mean anything to you?
Is that a nursery rhyme?
People keep asking me. No. You know what? If it doesn't ring a bell, it doesn't ring a bell. We can move on past that.
Have you had any nightmares lately? Perhaps. I don't remember the description of it.
With
But
a letter floating through the air.
Some trees.
Campsite, perhaps. Out in Arkham.
Maybe a bag rolling through the wind as well.
No.
Drifting through the wind, hoping to start again.
No.
No fireworks. No sparks, nothing.
No.
So you and the late professor, how long were you two
Spring of this year.
So just not to put any sort of like not demeaning or anything like that, but just a quick fling. It wasn't anything long term.
Maybe 6 months, maybe if that.
Okay.
are you a student at the university?
No, I and she sort of looks over at Amy. Too pretty for that sort of thing.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Twinsies.
Like to get in on being a triplet with that.
Yes, I myself am also beautiful. I'm beautiful minded. Now, did you happen to know where Professor Chuck Lee Trey lived?
Who?
Sorry, Charles Leader.
Yes, he had a one second. He had a cottage on the north side of Arkham, not too much further than the campus.
I'll slide over my notepad and pen. If you had an address or at least something that could get us close, that'd be much appreciated.
I don't know if I should. I mean, he's. Go ahead and roll either a charm or persuasion.
I don't even think charm is a thing for me, so it'll be 15% versus 40. I'll take the persuasion.
Okay.
Is there any form of like assistance?
I don't think so.
Ooh, 28. Is that normal success.
All right. She sort of. He goes ahead and she writes down the address to the cottage.
Now, thank you very much. I know that this can be hard to hear, but I'm not sure if it was the mob that did him in. There was plenty of money all over his office they found this morning, so this may be something more sinister. So be safe, please.
Yeah. You know, there was this creepy little college boy that would hang around the neighborhood.
Ned Flinders?
I don't know the name, honestly.
Oh.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
I've seen hanging around the neighborhood quite a bit. Maybe once or twice.
Was he a student of his?
Not that I'm aware of. I know he talked about a student, one of his contacts, kicked out of MU a few years back. I don't know a name though. Actually, here I think I have this, and she goes ahead and slides over a business card. It's Abner Wick. He's a local antique dealer who was a regular buyer.
Buyer of
Antiques?
Oh, not of forgeries.
Well, yes, of antiques and selling in his antique shop. I only met him once or twice socially. Seemed a real old-fashioned gentleman, but you know, I doubt I was his type.
Thank you much for the information. We'll be sure to let you know if any new details come out of our investigation.
And she sort of leans a little closer. A couple of people, they said they were from the Atlantic City mob, came in earlier. They're also interested in whether or not Leader's in fact dead, or if he faked his death to avoid paying the debts. So, I just might be a little careful with who you're going and asking around. The sudden and mysterious nature of the death made their boss a little suspicious.
Unfortunately, they don't know the half of it.
Half of what?
Exactly. That's what we're here to find out. Half of what?
I do want to let you guys know as well. Leader was getting more and more paranoid, and then he was really wanted to leave town like the last couple of weeks. So
Talking about the lights?
no, Miss Leaders.
Oh, shit.
Any idea what had him so paranoid?
I think it was the mob. I mean, he lost a lot of money to them and then just left Atlantic City. That'd be my guess. I'd be terrified of him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Did he say? And I hate to bring it back around to this. I was enjoying this sandwich, so I might have missed it. Did he ever tell you anything about any weird nightmares, any weird reoccurring dreams?
No, but all he would talk about are these papers that he's been studying. Some trial papers, I guess. Old history.
I'll make eye contact with Bernard and just sounds about right.
Yeah, I will. Well, I appreciate it. Do you know where he is?
I'll gesture over to the cowboy and the clergy.
Boy and the Clergyman is another great Western film title.
As far as we know, they're in the science department at the university.
Yep, they are performing autopsy there at the school.
You'll need the dean of admissions permission to get in. It might be a little tougher to get in now, but
Yeah, somebody punched a cop.
What?
That was weird. I mean, emotions are high on campus. Professor just died, and apparently people really loved him.
Do you know if he was single?
the cop?
No, the person that punched the cop.
I'm gonna look straight at her and go, "Yep."
You know them.
I know they're single.
So that means you know them.
I mean,
Well, you know what? And she she takes that card, she takes it back for a second, writes her number on the back, slides it back over towards you there, Clark. You find them, you let them know. Give me a call.
That was my
Oh,
business card. Look.
yoink.
I just
Give her another one.
I got the information. It's fine.
Okay. Then, yeah, if I find it, I will be sure to pass that along. And I kind of wink. Wink doesn't come across through glasses on camera well.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I can get for you guys?
I'll have a refill.
Yes, of course. I'll be right back. She steps away, runs off to the back to get a coffee.
Well, while she's away, I look at everybody at the table and go, so you're telling me that this whole little lunch thing that we had has been more information on what's going on than we've had all day?
Well, that's true for half of us.
That somebody punched a cop. Who punches a cop? That's messed up.
From from the description I heard over those squackbacks is, sounds like a Caucasian male, young, 6 foot, and a clergy on the run.
That could be anybody. Who knows?
Could be anybody.
Could be.
Yeah.
We're on the East Coast. It's a lot of clergymen.
There's a lot of clergymen and cowboys on the East Coast, so
Cowboys.
Checks out.
I don't know if it does. Bam,
East Coast cowboy.
don't know if it does.
so goofy.
What
Anyway.
accent did they have?
Okay. And you know what? They didn't say what type of accent they had over the radio, so you may be safe. So then that obviously was not you. So what information did you get?
We know that.
Oh no, that was you. Gotcha.
Okay, so we're just gonna assume that we know the answers there, Mr. Detective. We found out that-
Reporter.
Yeah, you're acting like
Observe and report.
a cop.
Oh, you want to punch me too now?
I didn't.
That's what I'm getting from this conversation.
Tensions are a little high. There might have been some back and forth a bit, but no one was permanently damaged, I'm sure. And we have a lead.
If you want the truth, it was one clean pop. Boom, went down like a sack of potatoes.
I thought I saw two.
The truth will set you free.
It was two. It was two.
There
I
you
punched.
go.
He swung. I punched again, and down he goes. I may or may not have taken his keys also.
Why?
What you gonna do with them keys?
I kind of panicked.
Just why?
Why?
You never know when
Why?
There's a total of 4 keys on that key ring, by the way.
Excellent. Yeah. I took his keys because the door behind him that he was guarding was locked, so I thought that maybe he'd have the key on his person. Turns out he didn't. And then I felt weird putting the keys back in his pocket, so I just kept them.
Oh, speaking of keys, thank you.
Yeah.
So the office was locked from the inside or the outside. I'm not sure. The office door was locked with a deceased body inside. So make of that as you will. We were told that the only people with keys were the dean, the professor himself, some cleaning people,
And cop number 3 that we punched.
and cop number 3. Wow.
Cop
Cop
number
did it.
3 didn't have keys. Well, actually, we didn't try his set of keys on the office. We just tried his set of keys on the door that we think that, what's his name, Wheatford?
The coroner, Wheatcroft.
Wheatcroft. There
Yeah,
it is.
Wheatcraft.
That's
Wheatcraft. That
two we
think
were
that-
on our way to.
Yes, we think that that coroner Wheatgrass was behind that door that was locked. So that's why I punched the cop, because as I told the father here, we could go to the administration building, talk to the dean, go through all the rigmarole of trying to get everything filled out, all the approvals, or shortcut.
Screw the red tape.
Sounds like you had a successful venture.
We did not find the corner.
Sounds like the shortcut cut us short.
I mean, it cuts short one way or another, either the trip or the adventure.
You know what they say. When you cut corners, you just get 2 more corners. But in this case, neither of your corners had a corner behind it.
Are you saying corner or coroner?
I both. Did you not hear the joke? 2 corners, but no corner.
My brain hurts.
Yep, that's.
Wow.
I feel like I'm getting lectured by my dad right now.
Why did your
Now,
dad
son,
have
I'm
that
not-
accent?
He didn't have that accent. That's definitely somebody's dad saying that. Now, you can't cut corners there, bud, because you cut a corner and you end up with 2 corners, and the next thing you know, your corners got corners, and now you're cutting them all, and then you just got a circle.
Yep,
Precisely.
you have a whole hydra of corners going on.
Yep, every time you cut a corner, 2 more show up, and it's bad news bears there, bud.
Bad news bears day, bud.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
All right, and I'll start going over the information we found out about the mob. Roach. Oh yeah. By the way, Roach may be in custody right now. Forgot about that bit.
Well,
So
good
if
thing
we
we
want,
didn't need to talk to him again.
yes. Turns out maybe he was not. Just grab an exam, see maybe more of a culprit. But we seem to have quite a few leads. I don't know where to go next.
This Abner Wick that the waitress here mentioned seems like a potential lead.
I vote that you 3 follow up on this Abner Wick. I will follow up with Miss Stone there to make sure that we don't have any missed information.
Is that so?
Talking like half an hour? How long are you gonna be?
5 minutes?
Whoa!
A two
Remember,
pump chump
Jesus is
kind of
watching.
deal, or
Whoa!
At this point, Miss Stone does come back with a thing of coffee. Your coffee, Father.
Thank you.
And pours the cup of coffee.
Father.
Anyone else?
You may call me Daddy.
Whoa!
She
Yeah.
turns around and instantly
Doesn't
just
work.
like leaves.
can I? Never mind.
Father,
Yes, my son.
just because you're not allowed to be getting it doesn't mean you have to stop everybody else from. All right?
Did I stop anyone else?
I mean,
The Lord
maybe.
sees all, but
Yep.
you're right. You're semi
He's-
place.
Yep. Anybody got a phone?
What is a phone?
What are a
There's a-
phone?
Just I'm sure there's a payphone or a, I don't know.
They may have one here.
Gonna go be a little cheesy here. Nope, never mind. I'll wait till later this evening. We're fine. The investigation continues.
Okay.
You guys do see at the far end of the diner there is 2 payphones side by side.
Excellent. Yep. I'll excuse myself and I'll go to the payphone
Mhm.
and I will call the number that I had just been given.
Okay.
I assume that it's not for the diner.
It rings
For
to
the
the next
cafe.
payphone.
That would suck. I would be so sad.
Rejection hotline.
Right.
That's so sad.
Clark would never recover.
You hear it rings 3 times. Hey, this is Lucy. Please leave a message. Beep.
Lucy, hi. Clark
I'm bored.
from the cafe. Turns out I did find the gentleman that did the punching, and he is very single and very interested in getting to know you a little bit more. So how about we set up a time for y'all to meet? All right. Yes, and I will provide the phone number for my hotel room that
Okay.
I'm currently staying in.
I'm 100% sure tape recorders did not exist in 1920.
I'm pretty sure, but whatever. I'm rolling with it.
Brand new
This is a
world.
No.
mystic tape recorder.
No, because like, no, hold on.
They couldn't even figure out voices in movies yet. Let alone
It was the
attached to a
70s
phone line.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
70s. LOL.
70s was the first answering machine.
It rings 3 times and it goes dead.
All right, fine. That great flirty message just goes nowhere.
Goes
I see
nowhere.
hate. Yep, that was great. It was fantastic. It was cute. It was whatever.
You look over your shoulder, and she's just sort of smiling. She nods at you and begins to continue working.
All right. I will make a note to come back around here
Later. What are the rest of you doing while Clark is making this phone call? Just watching?
Yep.
Don't mind me just watching.
I got a coffee to drink here.
Abner Wick seems like a pretty good source to follow up with. However, his information's on that card that Clark's got, so kind of got to wait for him.
And that John Wheatcroft, the coroner, if we could get into the science department, but
I think that might be an after hours type deal now.
it might be. Unless you
Or-
two go without us.
I don't trust you guys anymore. I mean, I do, but you know, I've got to get the full story now. So
I had nothing to do with that.
I want to walk back
I
around
believe
this
you.
time and just be like, hey. I gave you all the information that I currently have in my possession.
Yeah, and that's the issue. I mean, you guys did your thing.
Would
More
you
power
like
to you, but
Do you want the keys? Would that make you feel better?
I feel like that would incriminate me. So no, please don't.
All right.
Sounds like you may have a new nice paddy wagon though. It's not on me.
All right. So next stop.
Thinking about going to visit this antique guy.
Abner
That's a
Wick.
good idea. Abner Wick.
All right, you guys go to the address that is on Abner's card. It's Wick Antiques Emporium. You guys see a rather large individual, probably somewhere in late 40s, has comb-over hair. And as you walk in, you guys get close enough. You guys get a slightly sour order, but you can definitely tell there's a huge use of cologne. And he seems very calm, assured, and overall seems like a decent person. Abner goes ahead and waves you guys. You guys looking for anything in particular?
Are you Abner Wick?
The one and only?
Well, it looks like you're the guy we're looking for. That sounded way more ominous than it meant to come off. I'm sorry.
You should have took the handcuffs. Ah, you're our guy. Turn around.
Yeah. Woo! Hands
Luckily
up.
they're fuzzy.
That's for later.
That's for later. It's for Miss Stone.
Oh Lord. Bear me strength.
We were just trying to get a little bit more information on this whole deal that's been going on with Professor Leader. Rest in peace.
What happened to Leader?
Oh, you didn't hear?
No.
All right. Turned up dead this morning.
What for?
We're actually not sure. Anyway, my name is Clark. This is Bernard, Amy, and the father. Yes.
That's
But-
my name.
The
Yeah,
father.
the father. That's Father Greg.
Father? And he just like nods.
Really,
That's
we're
tough.
just we were asked to look into it a little bit more, kind of on the side. You know what I mean? Like the cops are doing their thing. We're asked to take a little bit deeper of a look because somebody said he was mighty paranoid there towards his last days. Heard that the two of you were business associates. You at least worked together from time to time. Made sales to each other.
Who told you that?
I mean, we have to protect our sources.
No,
Well,
don't
this is-
know anything of that.
If it makes you feel any better, it was nothing incriminating if that's what you're worried about. Like, it was only, oh yeah, I saw them together a whole handful of times. Wick owns an antique shop. Leader kind of deals in antiques, rarities, that kind of thing. So I just figured that he was either selling stuff he found or buying stuff from you. That's all that we know.
Yeah, he comes around every once in a while.
All right. All right. Do you know him well at all?
Chat a few times, nothing too crazy personal.
Okay.
Is there a lock on this door?
On the front door?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk towards it, lock it, flip the open sign to say closed that I have in my head.
Mm-hmm. It's there.
And if I can hear the lock happen, I'm gonna start rolling up my sleeves and try to like.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do we got going
You
on
wouldn't
here?
be the first guy I punched today.
Looks like Clark's doing some punching.
Plan B all day, motherfucker.
What?
Sorry, Josh. What were you saying?
He just
Broke. He
you,
broke.
you. Look, I'm not trying to get any trouble.
I was gonna try to roll psychology. But I guess we can just switch to fistology.
Physiology.
Just
You learn a lot about a person when they're experiencing fight or flight. So,
Well, while this is going on, I did get a success on psychology, so
Psychology. He's definitely holding something back. But you're not exactly sure what. But he's definitely not telling the whole truth on something.
Oh man. All right.
so yeah, this is yours now. Go ahead. I was just setting the stage for you.
So Abner, as I'm rolling my sleeves up, we have a series of questions.
Mhm.
And we're gonna need the whole truth from you.
Hmm.
If not, there looks like there's some breakable things around here that might be very important to you.
I know they've seemed to locked us inside. This door won't let me out.
So, my colleague is going to ask you a series of questions, and if we don't like your answer, something might happen.
I really don't think you want to do this, pal.
We'll figure it out. Just kind of look over to Bernard, who's
Oh, I'm the colleague.
yeah, you're a colleague. Colleague.
Oh yeah, hey there, AB. So we have it on good authority that Professor Leader was in some hot water with the mob around here, and he may have been dealing some things on the side that you were helping him out with. Can you shed some light on that situation?
He came in here looking to sell some stuff.
And you bought it?
Sometimes. Depending if it was quality stuff.
Past few weeks, maybe month or so back, he showed his face around here.
Yeah.
Anything of interest that poked your pecker? That's a phrase, right?
Yeah, a couple of things he made. Some old books, some papers.
Now we're getting somewhere. Papers, books, anything mentioning the witch trials that happened near Arkham?
Yeah, but I could tell by the way that they looked, they were pretty poorly made. So I wasn't going to touch those.
Poorly made. These are true artifacts we're talking about here, stolen from the university. And you're saying they were poorly made?
The ones that he was trying to sell me, yeah? I mean, if he's a forger like you're assuming, he's got to get the originals from somewhere, right?
I guess that is true. Any idea where he would create such poor forges? Or were you just a fence?
Just someone that bought stuff.
I don't know what you guys think. Truthful enough? Or you think he's got more in the bag?
Got another success on psychology.
Seems to be telling the truth.
I think he's just a book dealer. I don't know what we're doing here. We need. Am I held hostage here as well? Can we leave?
No one is being held hostage.
No,
Nobody-
this is just a fine conversation, and in fact, I would like to invite you guys to a restaurant. My treat. Maybe discuss a little bit more about these trial papers you guys are looking into.
I'm so upset
That we just ate?
that
Oh.
I don't have anything in psychology. Because that's an insight check and a half that me wants to make. Screw it. I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Do it.
Hopefully I can get under a 10.
Should I roll another psychology, or can I?
Nah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, if you're gonna check on that statement, then yeah, absolutely.
Seems pretty sus, since I'm trying to like get out of here. That was actually a fail.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. That was a success.
Success. I mean, it seems honest.
Forgot my psychology is really high.
Unfortunately, we just ate. So how about you? You just tell us now.
Tell you what now? I was inviting you to dinner. For discuss what you guys may have found about my dead colleague and your interest in these witch trial papers. It's a nice place. It's called Crawford's. Best and most expensive restaurant here in Arkham. My treat.
Did Leader buy anything off of you, or what?
Just sold stuff. Sold stuff from me. Or sold stuff to me, and I sold it to other people.
What was the last thing he sold to you?
Some old tome.
Is it still here, or did you sell it to someone else?
I sold it for someone else. Some Morello Nomicon thing.
Mm-hmm. Never heard of it.
Gobbledygook.
Well, I mean, it might be a lead. Who did you sell it to?
Us. Chris Hart.
That's a new name to me.
Yep. I don't have that on my paper.
Anything
Well,
else?
add it to your paper.
He lives in Jersey.
So we got this Nemicon.
Something like that.
Necronomicon.
And it sounds like a bunch of Hoogle smorf to me.
I was not ready for that one.
Go
Oh.
back to the Starfighter notes.
It's like, what?
If this is what Call of Cthulhu is like, just really goofy and then really spooky, I think I love this game.
It can be. It can be.
It can also just be a real bad time.
Yeah.
Is this your first Call of Cthulhu?
Yeah.
This is my first Call of Cthulhu game.
You picked the fun one.
And I am sorry for being a little murder hobo-y.
That's
You
okay.
haven't killed anyone yet.
Yeah, you're just knocking bitches unconscious.
Yep, you got a new name. Lives in Jersey.
Jersey.
Cause Jersey just
What was that name?
Chris Hart. He sold him the Morella Nomicon.
Yeah, we could probably just ignore that one. Were there any other recent purchases they made? I don't know.
Mr. Hart?
Oh no, the Professor Leader. Just
I mean, he didn't purchase anything from my store.
sell
Oh,
within a recent amount of time, say past
August?
few weeks.
August was the last one besides that book. Book was 2 months ago. No, last month. I guess that would be August last month. Yeah, just the Morello Economicon last month.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
you got back from some trip.
something about August. The waitress said that the booking people came around June and August, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waitress?
I don't know. Don't concern yourself with that one.
You did not hear anything.
So, are we still on for dinner? We can, if you guys aren't able to today, we can set something up for later on this week, early next week.
Do it. At least I'm down.
Yeah. Can I bring a +1?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, well, we have some errands to run. Sorry, we've got a few more errands to run, but Crawford's at 8 o'clock. Sounds like a date.
Date at 8. Sort of smiles.
That's not a we're gonna get machine gunned in a restaurant smile.
Seems like a
Tommy
fast
gun.
pass.
Oh, hold on. Let me light this cigarette with my matchbook, Tommy gun.
So you guys go ahead and have your notes, unlock the door, open the door back up, and you guys begin to go ahead and exit back into Arkham. And that, my friends, is Call of Cthulhu.
Spooky.
I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
5
Wow.
o'clock.
Good job, guys.
And
Ian,
I only punched one
How
cop.
was your first Call of Cthulhu experience?
I had fun. I need to see the Cthulhu Spooktacular part
What?
of it.
Want to see Cthulhu Spooktacular? Go over to youtube.com/jbrews11 and check out Things Run the Night. That
Yes.
is mostly spooktacular after you get the group to Egypt.
I feel like that's called Cthulhu's investigation, then creeps.
It's pretty true.
Yeah, and like I'm totally fine with that pacing, because like, unless you just kind of stumble in on something in the process, you're not just gonna be like, oh, what's this creepy thing over here? What's
Yep.
going on?
Like 3 light,
Oh,
4,
there's worms in my sandwich.
3 light, 4 light.
Real Life 4 Light is actually kind of really creepy.
It is.
Everyone's just like, what?
That's why I kept saying it. I lost 4 sanity points, so 3 light, 4 light.
Yep.
It's stuck in my head.
I feel
And
like
like
I lost sanity points from
playing a clergyman
with this group.
with this group. True.
I think this is the hardest I've laughed in a.
Oh,
and
no,
a-
that's
In a
fine.
while.
in a
Weeks.
hot minute.
I will apologize for ruining any sort of mood that there may have been attempted.
I
Um,
have given up on giving scary moves until it's, and plus it was all about investigating. Like Call of Cthulhu, like combat isn't typically a very big portion of this game because it can be very dangerous very quickly.
yeah.
I have 5 HP.
So like,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
size plus con divided by 10.
I guess that makes sense because I'm.
Yeah.
I've got 13.
I think me too.
I've got 13 HP. Lovecraft.
But yeah, it's wow.
This is different.
It is a very good time. I thoroughly love this system. It is very simple, where a lot of role playing can happen, a lot of shenanigans can happen. Once you get into the actual like spooky part of the game. You don't have to worry about rules and stuff, sort of like breaking the immersion. It's simple, rolling a D100 almost every time. It's a very good system. 10 out of 10. Love to play.
Yeah.
Billy sent over a somewhat wanted poster. I shared it in the Discord.
Love it.
I love it.
Oh, it's the best thing. If there's a Call of Cthulhu shirt, even though I wasn't doing like things run the night, I feel like that would be a real good shirt.
Speaking of, anything you succeeded on tonight, guys, make sure you put a check mark. Because anytime that we have a night where we run the Stars cast cannot make it, we will be running Call of Cthulhu Things Run the Night. Not necessarily like this cast, but like a group of us it will be rotating casts, but it will be very, very good. Very, very good. So make sure you guys do that, because that's how progression works. If you succeeded, you then get to roll you get to roll another percentile. If you go roll above it instead of below it, you get to succeed. Like, you get to add a D10 to that number, to make sure that, hey, this is how I learned from that experience. So it's a really cool progression system as well.
That is a really cool progression system.
I
liked it. That was fun.
It was so good.
That was really fun.
Real
I
quick.
actually took notes.
Yeah, I saw that. You guys all took notes. It was beautiful.
I was thinking, I'm like, why am I taking notes for this? But if we come back, then it's a good thing I have notes for it.
Exactly. Real quick, we are going to go ahead and do